Your death may be authorized. Good luck.
You got it, pal.
Use Zephyr to quickly meet the enemy in melee combat.
Just try and stop! Get behind me!
Calculate. Your chances of survival are less than 10%. You must fight harder than ever if you wish to survive. Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The final mission will be data key security. Proximity to the data key will cause it to advance. Escort it to the objective. If the data key is destroyed, remain in proximity to repair it. Stay near the data key to escort it and complete the mission. Enemy data key has progressed 20%. Escort progress 20%. A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. I have awarded the enemy team a Dominator. They may invade with a hostile dinosaur. Stay near the data key to escort and complete the mission.
Dominator activated!
Data key is being attacked by dinosaurs. Your allies are on the offensive near the enemy team. The data key is being attacked by dinosaurs. Data key has progressed 40%. Escort progress 40%. The data key is being attacked by dinosaurs. The enemy team is on the offensive. Fight back. The enemy data key has progressed 40%.
Heading to market.
Escort progress 40%. The data key is being attacked by dinosaurs. The enemy team is on the offensive. Fight back. The data key is badly damaged. The data key is being attacked by dinosaurs. The data key is being attacked by dinosaurs.
Let's aim for game. Overdrive ready. Fire in the hole!
Critical progress, 80%.
Fire in the hole!
The enemy data key has progressed 80%. A well-balanced combat. Victory is near. Demonstrate exemplary combatability by defeating the enemy team.
Fire in the hole! Grenade out!
The data key has reached the objective. Begin preparations for aerial transfer of the data key. These preparations progress more quickly when friendly exofighters are near the data key. Continue escorting the data key. The enemy data key has progressed 90%. Consider directly attacking the exofighters. Data key will be initiated soon. Combat test complete. You have fulfilled your objectives ahead of the enemy team. You are victorious. Repeat, you are victorious. Please enjoy the right to continued existence and be sure to rest up. The next war game is just around the corner.
You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen?
Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont!
That is most unfortunate.
What is that?
Freedom. Our freedom.
Remember when Street Fighter V came out and a lot of people were disappointed by its distinct lack of meat on its bones? Street Fighter VI is the polar opposite, complete with an excellent 18-character roster of both new and returning fighters, rendered in a killer new art style, an incredibly ambitious online battle hub that puts all other fighting game lobbies to shame, and just about everything you could ever ask for when it comes to training tools and systems to help you get better at the genre. It's a spectacularly feature-rich fighting game. Street Fighter VI takes many swings in many different directions, and though not every blow connects, the ones that do are absolute knockouts.
Gotta do this. Come on.
The gameplay of every Street Fighter game since Street Fighter 2 can generally be defined by a unique mechanic. Street Fighter 3 had parries, 4 had focus attacks, 5 had the V system, and now Street Fighter 6 has the drive system. And for my money, it's the best the series has ever seen. Every character gains access to 5 powerful abilities that are all governed by their drive gauge: overdrive special moves, drive rush, drive parry, drive reversals, and drive impact. Overdrives are essentially the new EX special moves and cost 2 bars. Drive Rush allows you to quickly close the distance between you and your opponent at the cost of 1 bar, or cancel out specific normal attacks at the cost of 3 bars. Drive Reversals allows you to get an opponent off of you while you're blocking their attack at the cost of 2 bars, and Drive Impacts, well, we'll get to those in a bit. I love this system for a lot of reasons, but chief among them is that it opens up so many options, and at the start of every round, you have a full meter and have access to all of them. There's no building this meter up, or worrying about the amount you'll have left over for the next round. I could start aggressively by using a drive rush right out of the gate to put on pressure, I could save my meter for overdrive special moves to increase the damage of my combos, or I could fish for a crouching medium kick and then drive rush cancel it to convert big damage off of a single poke. Those are just a few of the options, and managing them makes the already extremely cerebral fighting of Street Fighter VI even more enjoyable. The way it's handled when you run out of drive meter is also excellent. Your character enters a burnout state where you're completely unable to use any drive meter related techniques. Your opponent's attacks become more advantageous on both block and hit, you take chip damage, and drive impacts are even scarier than before. And I swear, we'll get to drive impacts in just a bit. Being in burnout is a terrible position, but it's far from an unwinnable situation. You still move at the same speed, your attacks do the same damage, you still have access to all of your super moves, and while your opponent's drive impacts are a huge threat, you know that they'll be looking to do them, which can lead to some interesting mind games on both sides. Some of the most tense and fun matches I've had in Street Fighter VI have been when I managed to pull out a victory even while in burnout. Now, let's talk about drive impact, because I have a feeling that for a lot of people, whether or not they enjoy Street Fighter VI is largely going to come down to their feelings on this one move. Drive Impact only costs 1 bar of drive meter to use. It has super armor that can absorb up to 2 hits, and if it hits while your opponent is in the middle of their own attack, they will be knocked into a crumpled state, giving you a full combo. And that's not all. Even if they block it, they get blown back and lose half a bar of drive meter. And if they get backed into the corner, you get to follow it up with a combo. That's not all either. Remember how I said that it's even more scary when you're in burnout? Well, if you block a drive impact and you're close to the wall, you get stunned, and you'll eat a full combo in the corner, even though you block their attack. It's one of the most powerful universal mechanics I've ever seen in a fighting game, and if you don't respect it, you will get crushed by it. And yet, I love drive impacts, because they're tuned so that they're just reactable enough to be defended against if you're looking out for them, but also still fast enough to catch you by surprise if you're not. All you have to do is drive impact them right back. You'll absorb their attack, hit with yours, and now the roles have been reversed so that you get the opportunity for a full combo. Countering drive impacts is just so incredibly satisfying, especially when it's the key to you turning the tables around and winning a tight round. Street Fighter VI's roster of 18 characters is mostly familiar, with 12 returning characters and 6 being entirely new. But even the returning characters feel fresh thanks to new quirks added to their movesets. Ken's command run, for example, now changes up the properties of several of his special moves when he uses them out of it, giving them EX-like properties without having to spend drive meter on them. Cammy can now charge her special moves and give them V-trigger-like qualities. And DJ has a ton of new feints that make him an extremely tricky character to use and play against. The New Blood, meanwhile, are some of the best additions Street Fighter has seen. Kimberly is a clear standout, with a ninja-inspired moveset that has her closing the distance with quick teleports, pile driving you into the ground with an Izuna drop like air throws, and mixing you up with tricky leaps from half a screen away. Jamie, meanwhile, is a drunken melee powerhouse who is able to buff himself by taking swigs of his flask. And once he takes 4 drinks, pretty much all of his moves become extremely dangerous, with multi-hitting attacks that left me totally clueless on when it was actually my turn to fight back, forcing me basically to lab against him in training mode. Pretty much every Street Fighter character archetype has representation here. You've got your grapplers in Zangief and Manon, your rushdown fighters in Ken, Jamie, and Cammy, your zoners with Guile, Dalsim, and JP, and your powerhouse bruisers in Marissa and Honda. It's everything I want out of a roster. World Tour is an ambitious single-player mode, and while it is a big step up from Street Fighter V's attempt at a cinematic story mode, and anything else Street Fighter has done before, it's certainly the weakest part of Street Fighter VI. It's at least a great idea. It's a surprisingly enormous RPG that allows you to take a created character into the world of Street Fighter, interacting with the playable roster by becoming their disciple and learning their moves, and then building them up from scratch by leveling up, equipping various types of stat-altering gear, and selecting powerful skills. It also does a good job of teaching new players the fundamentals of Street Fighter VI by including lessons as side quests, with steadily increasing difficulty over the course of about 20 hours. However, RPGs live and die by their stories, and the story of World Tour is unbelievably dull. With paper-thin characters, predictable plot twists, and a mute protagonist whose main purpose is just to be an errand boy for various gangs and factions, there's nothing to get excited about. It feels like it was written with the primary purpose of having your character jump around to various countries to meet the roster characters, and yet it never really bothers to justify those trips. In one chapter, a random gangster all of a sudden tells me that I need to get her bag back that my buddy stole. And so, without any objection, the most reasonable solution is for me to make a global trip to Rome in order to fashion a counterfeit bag that I can hopefully use to fool the gangster into thinking I got her bag back. In another chapter, I had to go to Jamaica and Brazil because my original mentor, Luke, wanted souvenirs from those places and I guess just doesn't know how to shop online. At least the tone is goofy and fun, which is a great fit for Street Fighter. You can fight just about anyone on the street, regardless of whether they deserve a rising uppercut to the face or not. It's fun to use ridiculous-looking moves, like the spinning bird kick to cross gaps like you're a human helicopter. And there's a surprising amount of enemy variety, many of which do an admirable job of teaching newer players how to deal with specific situations that will come up outside of story mode. Some enemies will favor blocking high, making them vulnerable to low attacks. Others will stay permanently in the air and must be brought down by anti-air techniques. And others still will try to hang back and pepper you with projectiles, forcing you to fight them like you would a zoner-type character. And then you also fight refrigerators and Roombas. It's weird, but in a very amusing Yakuza-esque kind of way. There's also a variety of fun minigames that do a great job of gamifying techniques that you would actually use in a typical fight. In one of them, you have to chop bottles by holding back for a second and then quickly moving the stick in the opposite direction and pressing a button, which is how you would perform charge-type special moves on a character like Guile or Blanca. Another has you making pizza by quickly performing special move inputs as they appear on screen. And another still has you using your combos to quickly destroy a big rig in a nod to the original car busting minigame from Street Fighter 2. The best thing about World Tour though, and the thing that really serves as the carrot at the end of the stick, is the promise of being able to outfit your character with moves from every other fighter. By the end of the campaign, I could use Dalsim's teleport to instantly appear behind an opponent, hit them with Zangief's spinning pile driver, and then use Ken's Dragon Lash kick to get right back up in their face. Being able to customize my character in ways that would make them absolutely broken in the real game is a lot of fun. The issue is that it takes forever to level up a character's style to the point where you learn new moves from them. You do this simply by using them, but even though I only used Luke's and Ken's throughout the entire mode, I still didn't max out either of them. Those who love a good grind may enjoy having plenty left over to unlock after the 20 or so hours it takes to complete World Tour, but I would have liked the drip feed of new unlocks to be substantially faster, considering the sheer amount of rewards that there are to unlock by maxing out the ranks of each character. I have many more issues with World Tour, but even despite them, I still had a fun time with it by the end. It's a mode that's more directly aimed towards people without a lot of fighting game experience, and I think those people will get a ton more out of it than I did. The character customization elements are great. The way it incentivizes fundamental lessons of how to play Street Fighter 6 by dressing them up as side missions and minigames is extremely well done, and there's just an overwhelming amount of content to discover with 2 very large open worlds to explore, both of which have day and nighttime versions that each have their own set of side missions to discover. Another reason why you might want to go through World Tour mode is that you're able to take your character and all the gear that they've earned into the online Battle Hub, which is an online social space where you can queue into both ranked and unranked matchmaking, or pull up a cabinet much like you would in a local arcade and await challengers. Online lobbies are not a new thing in the world of fighting games, and truthfully, I've never been the biggest fan of them. But Street Fighter 6's implementation of the Battle Hub has won me over. For one, it's super cool to look at because Street Fighter 6's character creator is absolutely wild, and gives you the freedom to make beautiful creations with finely tuned features, or unspeakable monsters with out-of-this-world bodily proportions. And it's fun to just wander around the hub and see what people have come up with. There's also a lot of things to do beyond just parking at a cabinet and playing with either friends or random players. There's a section of the hub where you can play a rotating selection of classic Capcom arcade games like Final Fight and Street Fighter 2, another section where you can play extreme battles with party-like rules and gimmicks, a store where you can purchase more customizable clothes for your avatar with in-game currency, and you can even pit your created character against others in avatar battles. But the most important thing about Battle Hub is that it's all optional. If you don't want to deal with it, you don't have to. You can simply queue up for ranked or casual matches via a menu, go into training mode while you wait, or create a custom room for multiple friends without ever having to go through the Battle Hub, which is exactly how it should be. What really pushes Street Fighter 6 over the edge is how it completely nails virtually everything outside of its main modes that you could ask for in a fighting game. Based on my experience playing pre-launch and in all 3 betas, including the open beta, its netcode is excellent. It's got the best training mode I've ever seen in a fighting game, complete with frame data, cancel window data, and a ton of other useful things. It's got extremely helpful character guides that make it very easy to learn a new character from scratch, combo trials that teach you practical combos for a variety of situations, load times are extremely quick, and rematches are nearly instantaneous. You can search for replays with a ton of different filters to help you learn matchups. There's crossplay across Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. There's frame data when you're spectating. You can create and join clubs, and the list just goes on and on. Many fighting games also have these features, but very few have all of them, and especially not right out of the gate. Street Fighter 6 also deserves credit for really making an effort on welcoming newcomers in innovative ways. On top of World Tour mode, there's also a new modern control scheme that allows you to play without having to worry about character-specific command inputs or combo routes. Special moves are mapped to a button and a direction, much like Smash Bros. There's one button each for light, medium, and heavy attacks. You can execute combos by holding down an assist button and mashing one of the 3 attack buttons, and you can use super moves just by pressing 2 buttons at the same time. The playing field is kept even by the fact that those using modern controls don't have access to a character's full repertoire of normal moves, but being able to perform special moves with just the press of a button is a trade-off that makes the modern control style appealing even for those who aren't beginners. And for those who just want to hold forward and mash on one button to execute special moves and combos, there's also a new dynamic control scheme that's only usable offline and essentially lets the AI choose the attacks for you. Capcom's really just covered all their bases here. Street Fighter games are always benchmark moments for the 2D fighting game genre, but Street Fighter 6 feels extra special. The drive system is an incredible addition to the fighting mechanics that gives you a veritable Swiss Army knife of options and meter management decisions right from the start of every round. The starting roster is the best that Street Fighter has ever seen. Its online netcode through 3 betas has been impeccable so far, and the number of smaller details that it nails right out of the gate is unprecedented. It's so good that even the poor story and extremely slow progression of the single-player world tour amounts to only a jab's worth of damage on its metaphorical health bar. Whether you're completely new to fighting games or are a seasoned vet, Street Fighter 6 is a must-play. For more Street Fighter 6, check out the first minutes of the game. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
Peggy 18.
It has begun. I will show you your worst nightmares. I will give you despair and death.
Alright, time to kick some ass.
Don't crap yourself. He likes to kill demon things. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
Let's go for a walk, little chickie! Get lit! Back it up, first show!
I think we should split into 2 groups and cover more ground. Good idea.
Okay, Shakespeare. Just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, because killing them ain't my shit! Go!
What evil lurks? I must destroy.
V, why don't you tell me everything about this job?
A powerful demon is about to resurrect, and we need your help, Dante.
What? Does that mean you're going too?
I have a duty to see this through.
And you need to see this through. Dante's war.
Come on, little puppy. I'll take you out for a walk.
Made it for Lady and she paid for it, so consider it a rental.
What's happening now?
Get her out of here! This is a bad move! No! You're just dead weight!
What is that?
Freedom. Our freedom.
Hey everyone, I'm Shuhei Matsumoto, producer on Street Fighter 6. I'd like to walk everyone through what our plans are for Street Fighter 6 once the game releases on June 2nd. A big part of Street Fighter's charm is the cast of characters from around the world that appear in each game. We believe that Street Fighter is where players can take control of unique characters with their own awesome fighting styles. For the players, and for us as well, the appeal of the characters themselves is the most important element of the series. With Street Fighter 6, we're continuing development to deliver new characters to you every year. Today, I'd like to introduce the 4 fighters for Year 1. Year 1 will see the introduction of new characters Rashid, Aki, Ed, and Akuma. Rashid joins the fight in summer 2023, Aki in autumn 2023, Ed in the winter after the new year, and Akuma in spring 2024. These new Year 1 characters will appear in World Tour as well, so you can enjoy delving into their lore. In Battle Hub, we're planning various events and a store to obtain special collaboration items. We can't wait to show you what we have planned. For the 2023 season of the Capcom Pro Tour, Street Fighter 6 will be the main game. To commemorate the release of the new game, the Capcom Cup 2023 champion will receive a special $1 million prize package. And the total prize pool for Capcom Pro Tour 2023 will be over $2 million. Both modern and classic control types will be allowed in the tournament, so we hope you're all excited for a new season of Capcom Pro Tour. Street Fighter 6 is available for pre-order now. And in addition to the regular version, we're also offering other editions that include the Year 1 characters and content.
When mankind is consumed by darkness, and the land falls into chaos, the archdemon of the abyss shall rise from the earth.
They come rushing here in a desperate attempt to survive. Both beast and man have more in common than they think.
And these wandering flames shall feed the beast and return to darkness. A story ends, another begins. Wandering flames, I see you found your home.
Yeah! Out on a hunt with my favorite pupil.
Remember what you're fighting for! No dilly-dallying from you! Let's have some fun!
I am the artificial intelligence, Leviathan. Your personnel data indicates you are a suitable specimen to join an ongoing experiment. Under my supervision, Ibius Corp conducts its most important research here. Welcome to Bikitoa Island. You have been selected for a live combat test. The first team to complete their assignment wins. My archives encompass exhaustive records of human history. These annals are riddled with errors and institutional bias. Your species is susceptible to mass delusion. Fascinating. Humans dread the other. You seek to evolve, yet you do not want to change. You tear down curtains, yet fear revelations. Even when what is revealed is of your own creation. Combat data is required to develop the exosuit. At Ibius, we're always reaching for better. Always. Humanity resists quantification, an interesting variable. Within your behavior lies the answer. What is variable shall become fixed. Humans, fight and die for me. Carnage module online. I call your attention to the unstoppable Raptor Horde. Calculating chance of employee retention. Chance calculated at 8.7%. You must fight harder than ever if you wish to survive. A more grueling combat experiment is called for. You will now witness a small fragment of the war game.
You need to keep quiet until we can figure out how to destroy the varmint.
I am the advanced artificial intelligence, Leviathan. Follow my guidance to maximize your growth opportunities in this research and development exercise. The first team to complete all of the assigned objectives wins. You will compete in 2 teams and provide me with the high-quality combat data I require. Let us begin. I will transfer you to the combat zone. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test. Exofighters, follow the Watcher. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors.
Get behind me!
Summoning raptors.
Take this!
Fire in the hole!
Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning gas neosaurs. They will explode when defeated, or if you get too close. Summoning raptors. Summoning sniper neoswords. These enemies attack from long range using energy bullets. Exosuits with long range attacks should prioritize these targets. Summoning raptors. Summoning gas neoswords. Summoning sniper neoswords.
What's up, y'all? Yo, I had to get back on the clock, man. But what's going on, man? I hope you guys are still in the stream. We are early, so looking forward to the Capcom showcase. Did see a few games on the Ubisoft showcase that I'm interested in. Hope you guys are having a great day, man. Please, 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 please hit the like button, man. We in here. So shout out Loco, what's going on? Leo, what's going on? Canadian Jedi, man, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. We are planning another trip to Canada, hopefully to, well, you know, when the fires die down, hope you and your family are okay, where you guys are at, but,
to attack a triceratops head on.
But we still have that trip planned, so when everything dies down, man. So for the, Ubisoft showcase, before I get into that, here's what I am not going to do anymore. I am not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to I'm not going to get into the shenanigans with people when it comes around you know, video games and, you know, how they look, because everyone has their opinions on video games and how they look. Some people would say it's garbage, some people would say it's trash. Some people would say it doesn't look good. Some people would say it looks amazing, etc., etc. So I find it, you know, it's not worth it, man. And especially arguing with grown men over video games. You know, that's not who I am. I just thought I'd just throw that out there, man. So unless someone asks me my opinion on video games, you know, what do you think they look like, you know, just my thoughts and opinions around it. That's when I will get involved. Hope you guys can hear me. But I hope you guys are having a great day, man. We are getting ready for this Capcom showcase. I don't expect anything big. I expect more gameplay on Resident Evil 4 Remake and VR. Pretty sure they're going to show that. Man, I'd be surprised if they come out and say, hey man, look what we got in development. Another Resident Evil remake or Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9. So back to the Ubisoft showcase. You had, what was it? Avatar. Avatar looks good. Then you have Assassin's Creed Mirage. Then you have Assassin's Creed, what's that? Jade? The Mirage gameplay looked good, you know. So I may want to pick that one up. What else did we have? We had Star Wars Outlaws. He says back on the clock. What's the TNA code for live streaming? The Thinker, man, I love you, man. I love all y'all. So welcome to the stream. I love all y'all. But the Thinker, man, you be on point with your mess, man. You be on point with it, dude. He said, what's the TNA code for live streaming? I'm gonna take LEA001. I'm gonna take the other. I'm gonna take that, put that on there. You know, put my time in. It'll probably end up being Man, when did I go live here? I just turned it on like maybe an hour ago, or a little less than an hour ago, and you know, I didn't want to miss out. Actually, you know, I just wanted to have my computer running, make sure it was good to go, because you know I've been having issues with my laptop upstairs, so I was thinking, you know, maybe I'll have some issues down here too. So just get it up and running and make sure everything's running smooth. And it seems like things are running smooth. I'm happy, and it's good to have you guys here. Sosa, man, again, welcome to the stream, man. I know you guys have a busy Monday. I hope you guys are relaxing, you know, with your family and all. Good to see you here. My man said TNA code for live stream. I love it. I love it, man. What was I saying? Star Wars Outlaws. And you know, it was good to see some gameplay on these games, and it's always good to see you know, gameplay from second and third party publishers, man. It's just awesome and amazing, and I look forward to playing all three of those games when they do come out. I don't even know what is IGN playing. What is this playing on the screen? Anybody know what this is? Is it? Looks like a bunch of dinosaurs. Is this that Primal or Exo Primal game? That's what this looks like. Would you guys play something like this? It's like a bunch of Velociraptors. That's a lot of dinosaurs on the screen, man. You know this game is running at 60 frames per second, right? 60, 59, 58. Right there, 60. See 60? 60 frames per second. But what did you guys think of the Ubisoft showcase? Did you enjoy it? Are there games that was shown? Are you gonna, you know, are you excited for those games, or did they entice you to maybe pick them up when they come out? What did you guys think? Unfortunately, I could not live stream. I was on the clock. There's a different TNA code for that. The Thinker. I appreciate you showing love, man. Back in the stream again. I hope you and your family are doing well.
Escorted to the objective.
And I know the little one is, you know, she's probably knee-high, right? She's all grown up.
The data key to escort it and complete the mission.
I think IGN has been, or whoever's playing this game, has been playing it for like an hour. Primal, okay, Primal. Exo, is it Exo Primal? I think it's Exo Primal. Or is it just Primal? What did it say? Spider-Man across the spider major bombshell?
The enemy data key has progressed 20%.
Oh, interesting. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. 20%. It seems like PlayStation put out the trailer for that. I thought the game looked amazing. It has a huge color palette. I like the way it was running, and I'm pretty sure that game may sell well. We'll see, but I'm looking forward to picking that up. I don't know if you guys are an Assassin's Creed fan. Mirage is, you know, one of those games I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Did they show anything else? Because I came in at the middle of Marvin's stream, and you know, and I was checking out everything and on from there. So I don't know if I missed anything else here. I hope you guys are having a great day, man. Are you guys excited for the Capcom showcase? What are you looking forward to? Do you think Capcom is going to show up too? And give us some, something special? Now, I know Capcom put out a survey a while back. I answered the survey, and they asked, well, there was a bunch of questions in the survey, but they also asked what Resident Evil game would we like to see them remake next. Me personally would be Resident Evil Code Veronica. So I enjoyed that game, even though I didn't like the controls of the game when it first came out. But you know, when that game came out, it was just, I enjoyed the story behind it, and it was just one of those games that stuck with me, man. So Resident Evil Code Veronica is mine. So if you guys like playing Resident Evil games, what Resident Evil game would you guys like to see remade? 2, 3, and 4 were pretty good. Actually, I beat 4. Just let you guys know that I was gonna beat it live, but I did get a chance to beat 4. Finally, for the first time, I beat Resident Evil 4. Okay, it's sad that it had to be the remake and not the original. I didn't enjoy the original whatsoever. I'm one of those ones, yes, that didn't think that game. I mean, even with the remake, it still has that nostalgia of the original Resident Evil 4, right? But since it was more modern to me, you know, it has that Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake feel. I was like, well, let me go ahead and put this on the list. And right now I'm working on, I think I'm not too far from getting the platinum for that game. So I love the platinum the Resident Evil games. Man, this game looks fun. There's a lot going on it. Wow. There's a lot going on here, man. They should, dude, a Mega Man game? Woo! Man, out of all the conversations we've been having around remakes, I never would have even thought to think of Mega Man at all. So I'm surprised right now to even see Mega Man in the chat. So yes, Mega Man was one of those games. Now, Mega Man was one of those games that they were very challenging. Okay, you had to move and jump at the right given time to avoid, shots from the enemies or whatever. And then when you get to your boss through the Mega Man X series,
you have fulfilled your objectives ahead of the enemy team.
Crazy. I'm still thinking about getting those collections though, because every time I go into the store, I see the Mega Man X collections, and I'm like, man, I should pick these up and just live stream these. But Mega Man is very challenging, man. If you guys know what I'm talking about, Mega Man it can be challenging. Look at this. I did download the Thinker. I did download the Final Fantasy 16 demo. So that's ready to go down here in the Batcave and upstairs. I still have to complete the Liza P demo. Complete those chapters and get that out of the way.
Remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your
he says no remake, overhaul Mega Man as a first-person shooter.
If he's a mere mummer,
Mega Man as a first-person shooter. Okay.
Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
I wonder what that would look like.
For only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont!
Blessings, everyone. D Nice, welcome to the live stream, man. We are early. We are a whole hour and a half early. I just wanted to get some things out the way, just have a conversation with you guys, man. What's going on? How you been? D, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. I know you probably had some things going on, and that's okay. But Leo has been keeping me up to date on some news, which is good. So I owe him for that. And I hope you are doing well, man. You just beat Liza P is not bad. Okay. Pragmata. See, they showed this game during the yeah, you guys know. They showed this game during the PlayStation Showcase a while back, and I don't think we've heard anything else on this game at all. So we'll see. We'll see. Hope everyone, yes. I hope everyone is having a great day. Bloodborne was way harder. Now, mind you, yeah, I think there's been enough complaints being put out in the airways when it comes to these Souls type games, because these games can be very difficult to beat or even play, especially, you know, when you fight some of these bosses, man. You get hit like once or twice and you're done, man. It's crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. It makes it that much more challenging. But to, you know, thumb the difficulty down just a little bit or a little bit more, or just to even allow difficulty options will be okay. But you don't want to compromise what you're trying to do, right? You want to make sure that, you know, you get your game out there and make it challenging as possible. But I don't want to throw my controller across the room, man. I really don't, man. Now, if they made it like in the scope of like the Returnal difficulty, I'll be fine with that. I thought Returnal was a great game. I don't know what you guys' thoughts around that game, if you liked it or not. But I thought it was great. I thought the difficulty around that was good. It was good. It's always a gamble when there's only one difficulty setting. You alienate a lot of the casual gamers. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And that was also part of the discussion too.
There. You are watching IGN Summer of Gaming.
Because
we are moments away from the Capcom showcase, where Capcom is hopefully going to be showcing some cool new games, and until then, we'll be showing off some games as well.
Some others are like, hey,
and after Capcom does its thing, we'll be talking about them, replaying the trailers, probably yelling a bunch about how mad we are that they aren't doing.
I'm definitely going to purchase that game. I'm definitely going to
unless they are, in which case we'll still be yelling, but it'll be like happy yelling. Speaking of dinosaurs, sort of, we're getting a closer look at Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which has all sorts of big space reptiles right now.
Certainly does. Up until last December, I was the only guy at IGN who had any faith in another Avatar movie, and in the 6 months since it came out, no one apologized for doubting me, and I'm still mad about it.
Maneuver throughout that game, some of the boss fights were just,
check it out.
I'm sorry,
out of this world. Difficult. Even some of the mini bosses fights are difficult, so it's all about timing, and you spend a lot of time trying to find different strategies how to beat these mini bosses, man. It was insane.
We are accustomed to seeing big, huge, massive, sprawling Ubisoft open-world action-adventure games.
So,
can you tell me a little bit about
Elden Ring
what
was good.
Makes Frontiers of Pandora more than just Far Cry with blue cats?
Returnal was great. Still have to get the platinum.
So I think
I want to platinum that game so bad
to remember with that
because to me it's a great game. It's one of those games
that world of Avatar, but it's a brand new.
To me, it's one of those love-hate games.
And a standalone story.
If you played the game
on Pandora, Western frontiers,
you love it, and then you hate it, then you love it, then you hate it. You love it when you get past certain stages, but you hate it when you constantly die. And they put you back at a certain spot, and it's like,
number two,
man. Until they came out with a fix for that.
Personally, like one of my favorite kind of things to do
Avatar:
in the game is to fly around on. Not only is it your friend,
I think this game looks amazing.
Customize it, you can make it yours. It's like a whole new perspective on the world.
It reminds me of Horizon Forbidden West.
And number three,
and also had some.
You are a 3 meter tall.
It just looks amazing.
Navi. You're playing not as
I don't know what you guys' thoughts around this, or if you saw the trailer.
You tower over these tiny little humans, the
amazing.
RDA, right? And so we really could lean into that kind of asymmetrical
it's amazing.
gameplay.
Let's talk about who you play as, because you play as a Navi who's raised by humans. Let's talk about character customization, sort of the role-playing side of it. How much control over who you are do players have?
Yeah, so like I said, like you play as a Navi, and you can customize your Navi, right? Like you can.
So I say we got like,
so
we have like an
kind of
hour
character
and 20
creation
minutes.
things.
Okay, the thing, did you download the Final Fantasy 16 demo?
The visuals. There's a crafting component to the game. And
are you gonna play that?
There's a really strong visual component to that.
Any of you guys are gonna play Final Fantasy 16?
To make it look like someone that you identify and want to be.
The game when it comes out.
Something the Navi do is they have a lot of respect for nature. They're and in a lot of video games you just kill stuff because you need more ammo straps or like a bigger inventory.
I'm gonna be playing that.
How do you sort of find that compromise? Like,
I'm gonna be playing it. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan.
We really
RPG
had kind of
guy.
two things that we really
open world.
One is quality over quantity. We wanted to make
and I know
sure
some
that
of
you
you
weren't
guys
just grabbing
remember,
and kind of taking everything from nature, but you
Final
were kind
Fantasy
of living
15. I had to play it all over again, and I didn't mind playing it all over again.
Yeah, and then number two.
But when I lost
really
all
about
my data,
more power coming
to Final
Fantasy 15,
I was upset.
So we really wanted to ensure that
so
the progression
much
systems
stuff
and things
that
of that
done
nature
in that game,
really had this connection to nature. So whether it be harvesting or connecting,
it transferred over from the
PlayStation to connect to your ancestors
4
and
Pro
getting their knowledge and
PlayStation 5
and getting
and the next thing you
know,
we see a lot of amp suits in the trailer. Do they come
I think
in
I played a little bit of it. I was sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
I was playing it.
And
then I think it was the next day.
The soldiers, right?
I wanted to jump back in, because I was just going through some of the games, and I was like, hey, let me just check out my games, make sure that everything's good. I was playing, then I wanted to go back in and play Final Fantasy 15, and all my save data was gone.
And the amps, they match you in size and strength, and so they're using these kind of big guns. But the cool thing is,
I got to download it. I'm playing it tonight. Yes.
Raised by humans.
Yes.
So not only are you using,
but let me know what you guys think, man.
Knowledge.
Because I'm definitely gonna jump on again tomorrow.
Them, right. These loud, destructive weapons. So you're kind of in this unique position.
I have a few videos that I want to do.
Both those tool sets.
You
Tomorrow.
can use Navi
and I'll
stuff,
probably just bring it up tomorrow too. But
in the
as of right
most
now,
recent
I'm
movie,
just gonna
Jake Sully kind of customizes his machine gun to have like sort of a Navi
upstairs.
bit of a twist to it. Is there any kind
Dragon
of
Blaze? What's going on, man?
Yeah.
He
so
says can't wait for all these awesome games
released. But there's also upgrading your weapons. And
there's been a lot of games that's been shown.
Ways, right, we can change the appearance.
There's going to be some good games that's going to come out this year.
And
I'm excited. I know you guys excited.
Stats component or the progression component.
Thinker, hopefully you can,
but there's also an
catch up with us, man. Loco, I know you're busy too. You got to catch up, brother. Don't let the missus get too far ahead of you, man. She get too far ahead of you, man. You're gonna have a long way to catch up.
Particular way he wants things done. How much oversight has he had? Has he swooped in at any point and been like, "That's not how space
for Xbox, for PlayStation."
So one of the really cool things about working on this project is we've had such a close collaboration with the teams at
I pre-ordered it from Best Buy.
So we had direct access
to I still have yet to pre-order Final Fantasy 16.
And we had a pretty free-flow exchange of ideas. And so sometimes ideas would come from them. We would tell them about the game
so that I can,
and what we were thinking, and they would say, "Oh, actually, we had this idea," and
because I am live streaming that game
right from the creators themselves.
The whole
and then we had lots of expansion from
I'm not gonna let you guys down on that
existing
one,
kind of content that exists.
But I know you guys
and they
are
would kind of
play,
help
so
us shape that to really fit because we're expanding the lore, so they have a very vested interest in that. So it was a really. Really,
that's okay.
A nice collaboration.
I want to get it out there.
And all these like detailed components.
Now, Drew, the next Avatar movie is still a ways off. When can I play the game?
Cloud data?
December 7, 2023.
Sweet, and it's
this year.
I'm gonna have. You know what? It still pops up on my screen from time to time.
PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC,
I think I
Amazon
did.
Luna.
Wonderful.
I think I did.
Now,
and it wasn't
of all the
there.
games that could be well suited to like a live service model, I feel like Avatar makes a lot of sense because there's a movie coming out basically every 2 years.
I even researched it
pretty much the rest of the decade,
and I could not find my data.
Can you talk about sort of the decision to make this
and it wasn't just Final Fantasy 15; it was some other games.
If you're able to talk about it, what the plans are post launch.
Yeah. So We really wanted to create a brand new story. So new characters, right? But we wanted to tap into the familiarity with the universe. So
she has been
we
beating a lot of games.
Some of the events that happened in the first
telling
and
you,
second
man,
films.
there's something
and I think
about
if you're a fan, you might notice some other references as well. But
You have a house full of gamers, man. That's
it's really such a personal journey of growth, of becoming, someone who is
I pre-ordered Final Fantasy 16 Digital Deluxe. I'm getting the Digital Deluxe Edition
as well. And it's about self-discovery. And I think that fits the action-adventure, model so well.
So I'm excited,
in post-launch, we do have 2 DLCs lined up that will have more information
I'm so happy that they're finally, in these showcases are starting to show some gameplay to these games.
The story.
So that we can
this
be
is
excited.
Canon. This is in the same universe. But are we going to see any crossover with characters from the
hanging
movie?
out, watching a bunch of trailers and stuff like that?
A couple things, but the characters will not be in the film. We have a brand new cast of.
Hey, the thinker, if you're still in here, what did you think of? Matter of fact, I'm just going to ask all you guys.
It's a whole new.
What do you guys think
frontier.
of this Apple Vision Pro?
Can you speak a little bit about sort of the new biomes and just sort of the?
I saw some more.
I guess how they stand
info
out from
on
what
it.
we've seen in the 2 films.
And
absolutely.
I also watched Brownlee's
the most familiar kind of for
reaction
Avatar
video
1 and 2
on it.
fans. We have the Kingler Forest, which is kind of akin to a rainforest.
For that headset, man, to be
so that'll look immediately
$3,500
familiar to most.
That's
we
crazy.
did expand on some of the flora.
That's
and fauna.
crazy, but it seems like
then we have 2 brand new
tech and specs
regions.
in that.
And so the first
and that
is the upper
headset
plains.
is
It's
crazy.
sprawling, long sight lines, looks entirely different than that.
I'm
really
pretty
dense
sure there's
rainforest.
so much more that you can do with that headset.
Long range, long view sights, of
Right,
course, right? You have a lot of
man,
interesting opportunities.
I'm pretty sure the price will probably come down.
All of a sudden, great.
And I don't think it comes out
This is where I'm going
next
to use
year,
my heavy bow.
That's not it. I don't think it comes out
right?
next
As a
year. It comes out
bench,
next year.
when you're writing your bench.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So what you guys think of that?
Amazing sight.
I think it says too pricey, not really impressed.
And we have
wait for the Ready Player One suit.
There that you can only do there because of
yes, sir.
Wind gusts.
Yes, sir. The Ready Player One suit's already out,
and
man.
then the third region.
It's already out. You get the Woolger,
forest,
the Woolger 3 vest,
it's dense,
and the headset.
It's foggy. It's kind of
you should be
shrouded
I
in
know what
mystery.
you're talking about, though.
I don't want to spoil any story.
That
so
Ready
I won't,
Player One suit's coming.
Too much more, but it's
coming.
kind of a physical representation.
But we'll probably
of
be
that.
old by the time that comes out.
It's more akin to
we'll
like
probably
a
be sitting on the porch with canes.
So you have like giant.
We'll probably still pick it up to play it anyway.
Trees that create lots of shade, and there's
man, this
fungal
game
growth
was good,
and like
man.
all sorts of
interesting
that's
just my thoughts. My
animals and plants that have evolved to live in that environment.
Ubisoft.
Awesome, Drew. Thank you so much. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora hits Xbox Series, PS5, and PC on December 7th, and between now and then we'll have plenty more updates on IGN.
To build these games. Whew. Excited.
Wow, Max, they finally let you talk about Avatar.
What in the world these two got on,
Avatar,
man?
Frontiers of Pandora, one of the many awesome-looking games we're checking out on IGN Summer of Gaming. You've been very, very good so far. We are so proud. And you know what? You deserve a reward.
Or perhaps rewards, plural, as in
lost a lot
IGN
of weight.
rewards. This is where IGN users can get access to giveaways, discounts, beta invites, game codes, in-game items, all that cool stuff. In fact, during IGN Summer of Gaming, IGN Rewards members have a chance to win a free PS5, Xbox Series X, or a Steam Deck. Just head to IGN.com/IGN Rewards to find out.
I thought IGN was Xbox heavy.
Now, it turns out we've also
Am I
been
right?
very good.
I thought they were Xbox heavy. I think everybody on the show loves
but
Xbox,
stick around because the Capcom pre-show kicks off very soon right here on IGN.
I think Destin does his own thing.
We'll be right back. We love you.
I don't think
so
he's part
much.
of IGN anymore, is he?
Presented by the United States Air Force. The mission of the United States Air Force is to fly, fight, and win. Air power anytime, anywhere.
They got dressed by the same. They had to, dude. I'm like, yo, what do y'all got on here, man?
Don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode will reveal one of the movies.
We got something to say about that.
Talk about why it belongs and finally find out where it ranks.
What they gonna show, man?
Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list?
They're gonna
I
show.
have no idea, and it drives me crazy.
And I hope they show gameplay.
Join us as we find out on the Cinefix Top 100 Mondays, starting July 3rd.
Why so serious?
Welcome to Super Debatable. When you got big takes on superheroes as hot as ours, well, you need a place to vent them.
And that's exactly what we'll be doing week after week on Super Debatable, arguing over the most divisive topics facing fans.
The MCU, that multiversal mess peaked years ago. It's all downhill from here.
James Gunn and Peter Safran should absolutely nuke the Snyderverse.
What?
We could argue about this all day.
And we will. Join us on Super Debatable Fridays on IGN.
That's definitely super debatable.
The gameplay.
Come on now. I love myself some James Gunn.
They showed
I
too
think
much.
he's done a great job with with
seen
the Guardians of the Galaxy, series and some other movies.
We've just scratched the surface. It is just the thwip of the Spider-Bird.
I'm gonna remain optimistic.
If I may
I don't know if you guys watch superhero movies. DC,
I love talking to Yuri
Marvel,
the voice of Peter Parker, Spider-Man in the Spider-Man game.
But
for more content like that,
with this new Superman movie that he's writing the script for, excuse me, and also he's going to be directing the film as well.
The ultimate IGN experience? Check out.
I'm going to remain
Plus.
optimistic.
Members
I
get
do love
exclusive
Henry
deals and giveaways.
Cavill as Superman. Pause.
Unlimited tracking on IGN maps, discounts at the IGN store, and with IGN partners.
Lower the showcase volume is running your voice out. Okay, hold on.
Get 30 days of IGN Plus for just $1. Head to plus.ign.com.
That better? That better, guys? Is that better? All right, I should be loud and clear, right? It should be loud and clear.
A 16v16 PvP medieval fantasy game. Now charge into epic battles as one of 6 different character classes, work together as a team to dominate the battlefield, and awaken the power of an immortal to turn the tides of warriors.
Warhaven.
Now wishlist the game on Steam and play
Presented
the game
by
for
Warhaven.
free
What is
during
this?
Steam Next Fest on June 19th. Well, let's take a look.
What are we talking about, my guy? Look at this, man. What are they doing? The rain dance? What is this? What is this? Oh, they called the rain, dude. That was a rain dance, man. All right, cool. We clear. We good. You can hear me loud and clear. Yeah. JK's feelings for Cavill. Nah, stop, man. Stop. I'm telling you, man. I thought he played a great Superman. I enjoyed the actual direction that Zack Snyder took the character. Yes, obviously there was the feeling that you had for Superman, watching the old Donner films.
That was a look at Warhaven here in IGN Summer of Gaming.
Growing up wasn't there, but it was justified. I thought it was justified. I thought it was justified because I was tired of seeing the same old story over and over again. I'm like, dude, I don't care nothing about.
Thirsty suitor.
Actually, I didn't. What they did was they just rebooted the film, so they took the Zod story. To me, one of the best Superman films I've ever seen. When Superman Returns came out, I was like, come on, guys, you guys gonna put Lex Luthor in this? No. You gotta give us some more substance around this. It wasn't a bad film with Brandon Routh, not at all. But then when they said they was making Man of Steel, oh my goodness, man! When I was watching the trailers, man, I was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be great. Went to the movie theaters. I think I went with my son. We was in the movie theaters, man. It was packed. Oh my god, people went crazy. It was just crazy. It started out good. I say like the first 15 minutes of the movie on Krypton with Russell Crowe. That was awesome. And then it went into that whole gloomy feeling of it. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, now we get to Superman. We get to know the character a little bit more. Blah, blah, blah. And then when it got to all the action part of it, I thought it was, as far as the action, I thought it was a tad bit too much. but I didn't really care at that time because based on what we have been getting in the past, I was all for it.
Stuff, right?
I'm like, give me everything, man. So Henry Cavill did a great job. I thought the movie was awesome. Batman v Superman.
Sports anime style.
Yeah, because you're kind of.
I enjoyed that film as well.
Stakes, right? It's not like saving
I was disappointed though.
Relationship.
I don't know about you guys. I was disappointed with the whole Doomsday part of it. I didn't think they needed that in that film. And Doomsday is another movie by itself. You could have did the death of Superman with that movie. I mean, with Doomsday, I didn't understand why would you put that in there. You know, give them another villain or something. I don't know, or just keep it Batman versus Superman and make it work.
And skateboarding as well. They're really
But
low stakes,
that was
but they're
my
really
only
real ones, and they're very
thing that
relatable
was
ones,
I thought was wrong with that
facing up
film.
to, like, the
The
people
Doomsday
whose
part.
hearts
It
you
was just
broke, to your
not
family's
it. I'm like, what do you? I
expectations,
know you guys trying to catch up with Marvel, but that was not it. So, what are you guys' thoughts about Batman v Superman?
So obviously, we talk about,
Justice League. Oh my goodness, Justice League was garbage. I'm sorry. That may sound, and here's the basis on it. When you take a Marvel director and move him over
and certainly getting to
cut and to cut this film, to do this film, because you guys knew the whole Zack Snyder thing that was going on, you know, with his daughter, and then him getting, you know, stepping away, and also the conversation around him getting fired, all that stuff, blah blah blah. But I thought that was, I was so disappointed. Actually, I think I live streamed a little bit of it going into the movie theaters. I had some guys show up and they was like, "Yo, you are." And I think I still have the video.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
of that.
The player can, the player goes through changes.
And we got into the theater, man. It was quiet. I mean, you had a few people walk out the theater, but it was not. Justice League was not it.
Just because a lot of immigrants don't have that opportunity. So is that something that you wanted to
but
present with this story?
when Zack Snyder came out with his the Snyder cut, I loved the entire film. It just worked for me. That's just my thought. I just bought that Mario movie 4K bundle. Yes. Thank you, Loco. Let me put that in my notes real quick, because I did say that I was going to purchase that.
Kind of going back to this idea of like these narratives of pain that I think we're all of us.
And I want to make sure I get that, because
like, who are they really for?
And then I know you guys heard the news, the rumor that what's his name, Pratt.
Like woman.
There should be more news coming out for Super Mario Brothers 2, or the second movie. I think that's going to be interesting where they go with this. And then also, I think Sonic comes out next year, right? There's a new Sonic movie that comes out next year.
Yes.
Looking forward to hear more on that as well. They should, yes. Doom. They need to reboot. They need to do another Doom movie. Now the Doom movie that came out with The Rock, I thought it was okay. For its time, it wasn't bad. I'm not sure if you guys enjoyed that film or not, but a new Doom movie, that would be great. That would be awesome.
And your build.
They should be able to make a great Superman video game. Dude,
most lines in the battles
with Unreal Engine 5 right now.
Or your choices. Which is I think.
Yes, you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Didn't Xbox and one of Xbox's showcase? Did they not show a teaser for Wonder Woman? I don't know if it was in the PlayStation showcase back when, or if it was in the Xbox showcase back when. There was a Wonder Woman teaser that was shown, and I think it was Xbox. But I think it's kind of, to me, I think it would be a little difficult
impress mood. So you can try to
I mean, how do you build a Superman game?
And there's different status effects that happens.
I mean, you have the tools and resources to build a great Superman game.
They tend to hurt themselves.
But how will you make it where you have a bunch of gamers say, "Oh my goodness, I am going to purchase this and play this."
And then
I mean, Superman. He was #1 on my list as my favorite DC character, but he's not anymore. It's Batman, because I can relate to Batman. And Superman, he's too he's too OP, man. He's too OP. They have so many versions of Superman. It's crazy. I mean, who can beat him?
Like figuring out what their main moves.
I mean, if you count Doomsday as a win, I wouldn't even. He came back. I mean, he went into what's it called? A Kryptonian coma or something.
Cooking,
and I forgot what they called it. They called it something.
All of these things
and he came back. I mean,
that you've produced.
It's Superman, man. What can you do to Superman? How do you beat him? Right now, if you're talking about the nostalgia Superman, the original Superman, yes, he's allergic to kryptonite, but the modern Superman, today's Superman, he's already immune to it. He's immune to even I think it was the red sun, the blue,
there's so much
blue sun or something. I have to do my research again. But a new Doom movie, yes. A new Superman video game, I'm all for it. I'm all for that. Because if you think about the Matrix, that Matrix. A game they came out with, that's perfect, dude. That's it right there. The best part was the Flash. Ooh, yes, the Flash. I like the part. Are you referring to the part when the Flash was?
And there's a whole
he was running and Superman was fighting off the Justice League. He had Wonder Woman.
So that's sort of
Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and oh my god, what's my guy name with the pitchfork? Come on, man.
Okay, cool.
I should be ashamed of myself.
I really like that the main character isn't this super innocent person.
Aquaman, and then the Flash was running.
So it's
then he was looking at Superman. Superman was like,
and so I want to ask. So when someone finally
he looked at the Flash like, really, dude?
What do you want them to take away from that?
I can see you.
I think the only thing that I really want from it is
I can see you,
people,
man.
Like,
that was hilarious, man. I was like, yo, they did that justice. See what I did there? They did it justice.
Everyone on the team has put an enormous amount of love.
Oh, Doomsday movie. Yes. Yes. I mean, if they would have did, Superman, the death of Superman, that I know that it would probably be some controversy around it because it being a Zack Snyder film, because there was a lot of division between a lot of people when it came to the Zack Snyder version of Superman and the directions that he was taking. I thought it was great, man. I'm like, man, I'm looking forward to Dark Side. I'm looking forward to Evil Superman. I mean, we read the comic books, right? I mean, I hope you guys read the comic books. If not, then that's okay as well. It's all over the computers at your fingertips. I'm looking forward to that. And I think Doomsday, the death of Superman, would have been great. It would have been great.
Stay tuned to Summer of Gaming here.
So are you guys going to watch The Flash? Are you guys going to go see The Flash? I'm going to go see The Flash. I heard it was great. Some people that got some early screenings of it said it was good. So I'm looking forward to watching that. You can rework his backstory and use kryptonite to limit his power. That way you can do a traditional level up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're still referring to the actual video game, yeah.
2019's
absolutely, man.
Was an innovative and action-packed take on the Soulsborne game genre.
I would love to have a Superman game, but it's just
and this July
it depends on who you have building it.
You played a bunch of Remnant 2.
I would say like Rocksteady,
so the first hour we actually
or
played on the hardest difficulty,
I don't know, Insomniac. I don't know, one of those top tier studios to build it and just make it work. He ran back in time.
It's
decent.
It's really tough.
That was always a
Aquaman. Yes, Aquaman. Yo, what's up, man? Just got back from seeing the new Transformer. How was it? No spoilers. What did you think of the new Transformers movie? I'm getting mixed reviews.
I actually ended up getting a mod for it that launched.
I'm getting mixed reviews on it. So, and also,
good. Ammo management was not too bad, but honestly,
my wife didn't like the new Spider-Man movie. What? She said she didn't understand it. What was going on, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was kind of spoiled for me as far as the ending, but I won't say anything.
I loved it a lot
about that.
So running around the world, one of my favorite things about the last game.
You know what? I did reach out to.
Or a lot of kind of like horror.
I knew you weren't going to respond back, but one of the top YouTube content creators had interviewed him, and I know you guys know Tyrone Magnus, and he asked him about Dragon Ball DBZ, if he would be interested in doing that. I think Zack Snyder can walk off into the sunset if he's able to pull off a Dragon Ball. I know Dragon Ball is a combination of so much to put on screen, but if he was able to pull off Man of Steel the way he did, so just imagine a Dragon Ball Z movie
and you actually have to be careful about where you
would be
are,
insane.
if you go into waist deep water,
insane.
Down and you can get smacked by one of the tentacles.
Driving and the servers going in and out. Oh man. But be safe though when you're driving, man.
I really love
don't worry about it.
Bespoke, crafted environments, deliberately designed by the level designers and stuff like that. But then I started playing the game.
What is dude? Brian got on a new shirt. Is that Spider-Man?
So is that?
He has on a Spider-Man shirt now.
And how did that feel to kind of like navigate?
Brian, what's going on with you, man?
But every time
it's over 9,000, man, dude.
Well, wait.
I'm just waiting for the day. I'm just waiting for the day.
So it's actually been to another level. NPCs,
I don't see anyone else
they're all different.
Unless you get somebody like Michael Bay, or if you tag team it, you get Michael Bay, you get Zack Snyder, you get Nolan, that guy. I mean, you get some of these top tier directors to come together, man.
Really cool, which is why I think the co-op aspect is actually more
and be able to pull it off, man. A Dragon Ball Z movie.
You play like a ton of Apex, so verticality in your shooting
insane
is very important. So yeah, adding jump
insane because Dragon Ball is still.
But yeah, so
I think one of the most top animes of all time. I see a lot of it when I go to Japan. And God wills it, I'm gonna see a lot more of it when I go back to Japan next year.
So there is
if nothing happens,
quest that you can do with
and I mean,
something about collecting their eggs, but you have to go vertically.
That's just my thoughts around that. So what do you guys think of a DBZ movie? Would you guys be interested in that? Looks like Miles Morales. Yep.
I think it's a friend.
My man.
We'll sort it out.
Oh, we got is that man? I'd be losing all my. I'm losing my credibility right now. I was about to say 1 Inch Man. Yeah, 1 Inch Man. One Punch Man in the background. I see what they're doing there. What is this? Remnant 2 Gearbox software.
Actually shoot a little bit closer to it.
Yeah.
So
up there and just shoot it in the head.
Yeah.
This don't look bad.
You were actually asking me earlier because we were talking about this online.
What you guys think of this? This doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, it feels very snappy.
I mean, as far as gameplay wise,
it's actually really good.
I'm not gonna get into it. Yes, Christopher Nolan. He's a great director. I enjoyed his Batman's trilogy. Yep, the Batman trilogy I thought was hand down. That new Batman movie, I did notice a lot of people like that movie. I didn't really. The movie was okay to me,
and that carries over, which is really.
But it was nothing compared to Christopher Nolan's. Batman. I mean, I'm like,
cool. I haven't been able to spend
why are we doing this, right? Steven Spielberg, yes.
Not too bad, but
Spielberg.
That it does have you working around
Get him in there. Get him in there. James Cameron. James Cameron. Now I know he does, you know, his types of films, and you know he does the Avatar films. Actually, we just watched the new Avatar. That movie was long, man. And he's making another one now.
Good for this because
and
they did change a few things.
I thought it was okay. From what I was watching, I didn't watch the film entirely.
So
I don't think none of us watched the film entirely.
Maybe you should watch like a
but when we were watching it, I thought it was well done.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure we'll go back and watch the whole thing. I think it was like 3 hours long. 3 or 4 hours long, something like that.
It looks really good. And I played on a PC that had a 30
Who else, man? Christopher Nolan, Zack Snyder, Steven Spielberg.
I really liked in the first game there was like a lot
Michael
of
Bay.
Just like nasty.
Man, these guys just
I love
James Gunn, if you want to throw him in there. I mean,
awful monsters.
No, that's the worst.
Yeah,
that's the point. It's
throw them all in there, man.
A little bit.
All right. Let's see what we got. Here.
I know, and I hate it. All the poison frogs.
D nice. I appreciate the love, man. He said, Ja. What's Ja? What is that, man? Is that code?
Like this beautiful biome with like
Ja. Okay, FTC will reportedly file an injunction against Microsoft acquisition. Oh,
ugly and beautiful, right?
We welcome the opportunity to present our case in federal court, says Microsoft. All right, so the Federal Trade Commission will file an injunction today to block the Microsoft proposed acquisition. Oh, this came from CNN.
So it's really cool to see time having passed in this world that you did know from the first game.
I really liked sort of like how snappy and quick the character was in Remnant.
Oh, the Federal Trade Commission.
Like getting around the world is just like,
all right, guys, we have an hour. Well, a little less than an hour from the showcase. The Federal Trade Commission on Monday sued to prevent Microsoft Activision Blizzard from closing.
Thank you so much for telling me about Remnant
today.
2. Remnant 2 comes to PS5.
They finally asked the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California for a temporary restraining order that could keep the companies from consummating the acquisition while the FTC's in-house court is deliberating on the deal. The FTC sued Microsoft in the agency's administrative court in December, challenging the deal as anti-competitive. Both a temporary restraining order and okay. So Microsoft is saying we welcome the opportunity to present our case in federal court. That's courtesy of Brad Smith, president of Microsoft. We believe the accelerating the legal process in the U.S. will ultimately bring more choice and competition to the market.
And tons more. IGN Plus is just $29.99 a year for a limited time. You deserve a little extra.
Behind every game, movie, and TV show you love is a wild, crazy.
So Microsoft will be the world's third largest video game publisher after Tencent and Sony. What?
To solving a legendary
No.
mystery.
I'm coming for you.
IGN Inside
Okay.
Stories gives you
The acquisition will make Microsoft control over popular franchises including Call of Duty and World of Warcraft.
As we dive into hyper-dedicated fan bases, worldwide phenomenons, and the most incredible untold tales in games. And
all right, man. I mean, it's the same old narrative.
It was definitely not what I expected.
Oh, he says ha ha ha. Ja. Also, ja means ha ha ha. I heard that ja. But anyways, unless you made a typo there. But
have you been stuck on the same quest for just
man, are you guys exhausted with this whole Activision Blizzard deal? I mean, there's really no talks around it, you know, only from those die-hard fans, you know, that wants this done.
We're going to be going over some sensitive material.
And, you know, and put Microsoft way up here, like, it's no game over for Sony or whatever. I don't understand it, but, you know, it is what it is. People are going to have their conversations around it. They have their opinions around it. Me, as far as with this deal, I just hope it just either it goes through it or it doesn't. I'm pretty sure Microsoft is going to do what they need to do. If they have to cut ties with others to make this deal happen so that they can move on.
A new multiplayer open world.
Yeah. Because I was like, ja means ha ha ha, right? It's yes. I was like, okay, I got you. What is this? I thought it was Fortnite at one. I was like, when I first glanced at it, I thought it was Fortnite. Like, is this?
We'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
What is this?
Nice work. Keep this up and you'll be running your own shop. Maybe your own district.
This looks right up Nintendo's alley. Okay. Oh.
Who sent you? You will regret working for the Outlaws.
Interesting. September 29th. What's it? Cell Blazers. So if you like this type of game, here you go, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and grab it. What's up, Stella?
For some more preem cyberpunk content. Well,
what are we talking about?
Further because I have Gabe Amatangelo, game director, Paolo Sasco, quest director, here with me today to answer all of our questions about Cyberpunk 2077's upcoming DLC, Phantom Liberty. Welcome to IGN Summer of Gaming.
Thank you. Hello, great to be here, actually.
Yeah, I saw you guys checking out our toys and everything.
You know, I still have not played Cyberpunk.
Collection, yes. We're definitely nerds.
We'll get you a V statue for the back.
Maybe one day. I'll pick that up
I'm
and
just
play it.
Dive right in. So this is obviously a spy thriller. So are we going to get any noir-esque sequences?
Of course. It's a cyberpunk spy thriller, right? So noir is definitely at the heart. And we've got, within the spy portion of it, you're going to have some of the tropes, if you will, that you get to emerge in. And we're going to go without spoilers here. Okay. But things that you could imagine, you get to kind of role play in this, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh, you get to role play. What are you talking about? Role play.
When we were discussing about like Phantom Liberty, there was an idea of like, going with that spy thriller vibe. And I remember like one of us, I don't know who that was thrown the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy movie as an inspiration.
I have a feeling a Sony Experience Showcase is coming.
Even like Ocean's 11, so like actually that was born here. So like actually,
man, you may be the first man to have that feeling.
That you have in those spy thriller movies to actual movies.
When is that extended Xbox Showcase? Is it today?
Heavy action sequences.
Or is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow.
Did you include like a special
so apparently they're gonna show some gameplay on Hellblade 2.
Everything you can imagine.
And some other games, maybe.
Let's put it that way.
But
we were really excited about this because
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised if Sony announces an Experience Showcase and like, okay, here we go. Because you think about it, there's a lot of showcases going on, and maybe that's what they wanted. Sony and Microsoft allow showcases. Like the Ubisoft showcase to show off the gameplay, and not showcase the gameplay at their showcase.
Touched on Dogtown, so I'm very curious about this new area.
See what I did there? Showcase.
Tell us about this new area of Dogtown and how many new events were gigs.
And now we got Capcom today, so Capcom has their own showcase. So hopefully they will show up and show us some gameplay of what they got, what they have going on. But I wouldn't be surprised. They still have games to show. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have some first-party games that they need to show us what's going on with those. You know what I'm saying?
It's just kind of there's this.
Yep. They got the Q Light. They got the earbuds. What else?
It feels very alive.
And just first party games.
Yeah, precisely.
And I hear a lot of talk about this Xbox Showcase. Here's my thoughts on the Xbox Showcase, and I may have mentioned this before. Okay. Again, I think Phil Spencer and Jim Ryan was sitting at the same table sniffing lines, and they both had similar scripts.
I mean,
they just both had similar scripts. So across the table from each other, they just passed the script. Hey, what are you going to be doing for the Xbox showcase? Here's mine. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing for Sony. And they sitting there laughing at each other. They high as a kite. Phil Spencer sniffing Xbox dust. Hopefully, I don't get canceled for this. And Jim Ryan sniffing Sony dust. And they're both just like, because I gave them both a 6 out of 6 for both showcases.
Yeah, like when designing
they both showed trailers. Sony, PlayStation didn't show up with anything, pretty much. And you know, I kind of called it, you know, with the whole Spider-Man thing. I was like, it'd be interesting if the next game is Spider-Man and that's the end of the show, and then come to find out it's Spider-Man. Jim Ryan shows up. He shows off what the Q-Light or whatever it's called, and he showed off the earbuds. And then the last game ended up being Spider-Man. I'm like, you can't be serious
here. Touch on weapons, and I know you don't want to spoil much, but
Xbox.
So I hear
I'm gonna say my final piece on the Xbox, and I'm gonna start with Fable.
When you meet Songbird,
there was no gameplay in Fable. I don't know what other people were looking at, but I didn't see any gameplay in that trailer or whatever it was. If it was all I saw, if what they saw was gameplay, I saw cutscene. That was cutscene. That was cutscenes. Period. That was no gameplay. There was no HUD. There was no nothing. There was no. There was nothing in that showing a Fable where someone was controlling the character and moving around. Picking up nothing, slicing someone. I didn't see any of that. So for those who say that was gameplay in there, great, fine, you run with that, totally fine. I didn't see it. But Fable looked amazing. All they did was give us an extended footage of what Fable is going to look like, and I thought it looked amazing. I'm like, yes, the Xbox showcase started off great. And then you go into this next game with this guy playing the guitar. That game looks promising. But to go back to Fable, no release date. I didn't expect it to have a release date for that game. But you know, since it's been 3 years since the game has been announced, right? And I think it has been 3 years. You would think they would have a little bit of gameplay. I don't care if it was running on PC. Just show us some gameplay, some actual gameplay for it. The third game, I don't even remember what the third game was, but I'm just gonna go with the main ones. Forza Motorsport. We all know about Forza Motorsport. That wasn't a surprise to anyone, but they didn't show any gameplay. And it comes out October 10th. I don't understand. Why didn't you just show some gameplay of that? I mean, it's your first party. I mean, right? First party, right? Yeah.
It's in the lore. It's baked into the lore, but the response obviously.
What else did they show?
We definitely wanted to put it.
The disappointing piece of the entire show was Hellblade.
You added in so many new things that people are going to.
I'm not even going to go through with the rest of the games. Hellblade was the most disappointing to me because I was looking for gameplay and release date. When you speak, it's running on the Series X.
Combat as well, where you can be on your Akira style bike and slash some tires with your katana blades, screech, pull out your SMGs, shoot cars down. So
or vehicles with the rockets, actually.
And then for the fan base to say this was the best showcase ever. On what basis? You have to be able to justify a 10 out of 10
that's found everywhere in the city, or just
to me.
The new portion.
So you'll be able to access
for you to come at the Sony PlayStation showcase and say that it was trash.
A deeper relationship with the
and say that the Xbox showcase was the best thing since Christ. Period.
Got it. Okay. So speaking of Fixer and other characters that we might,
I just didn't understand the logic behind that. And
Elba, who is a key character in this DLC.
Here's the thing: you're never going to convince the diehards whatsoever. So there is no point in getting into a conversation with the diehard fanboys on either side. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to skirt around
period.
Here, right?
Just don't do it. But that was my thought. My rating of the showcase was a 6 out of 10.
I mean,
Sony's was a 6 out of 10.
badass,
Hopefully, Sony does show up with a
more,
PlayStation Experience showcase. That would be nice. Show off the first party games. Let us know what's going on with those first party games. If you have any new IPs, show us some new IPs. What you've been working on. What's in the pipeline. Show us more about this handheld Q-Lite, if that's what they're going to call it. Show us more about that. You know, give us something, right? Earbuds. I can care less about some earbuds. I mean, I have my headsets. I have my own headset. I don't want any more. I don't want any earbuds. But if you want the earbuds, that's totally fine. No judgment passed there. Let's see what he's saying here.
Story arc, but he is like going back to Idris Elba. He's an important character.
Phil Spencer says, "Don't expect a new Xbox anytime soon." Yes, I saw that. I think I tweeted that news out as well. Here's my thing, man. They're pushing Game Pass. If you watch the Xbox showcase,
so obviously this brings
every one of those games is pretty much coming to Game Pass.
Story and so
they're pushing Game Pass, and you notice they came out. They showed at the showcase a carbon black Xbox Series S.
Talking about this beforehand. So,
they're really pushing this,
as the trailer shows,
online thingy that their initiative that they Game Pass. It's Game Pass.
And
there it is. PC Game Pass.
Outcomes in the base game as well.
Play your games anywhere on any on any platform.
Things like that. And that's as far
they're all about the gamer, just like Phil Spencer said. They want to put the gamer first.
Because this is a spy thriller, like we are very.
Article on GameSpot. Yes. Aaron Greenberg was hit lines with Phil.
So that's why
Aaron Greenberg was hit lines with Phil left alive, and Jim wasn't about.
Then my final question to you would be, since you want people to enjoy this content,
dude, yes, I saw Phil sitting in the Ubisoft crowd. You guys see that too?
Favorite question.
Phil Spencer was sitting out in the Ubisoft crowd. I was like, yo, Phil Spencer just showed up everywhere, ain't he? I don't know, man. He may be ready to sniff a few more. Man, I hope I don't get
because we have done multiple different tests.
Any strikes for saying that.
With a stealth playstyle, it's significantly longer than when you go just.
The Carbon Xbox Series S is nice, but they pretty much too late with that. Yes. So I'm like, why come out with that now? Can you guys understand what I mean when I say they had similar scripts? Sony didn't really show nothing during this showcase. Well, they did, but it was meh. Xbox was the same way. So at the end of Sony's showcase, they showed the Q-Lite and the earbuds, right? And then they went into Spider-Man. Similar here to the Xbox showcase, they showed off a new Xbox Series S at the end. I'm like, I mean, this dust must be, what's going on here? You guys are best, but it's like, I'm sorry, I hate to throw this in here, but I'm going to throw this in here anyway. It's like Republicans and Democrats.
But we did, so thank you so much.
Do y'all just meet up at y'all just go at each other's throats throughout the day and then meet up with each other at the end of the day and then just walk off? All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Super disappointing. I was not impressed with the showcase at all. That's just my thoughts. A gaming coming out this year with no gameplay shown, just cutscenes, is equivalent to a movie showing all the best parts in the trailer and the whole movie sucks. Man, the thinker, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. You need to get paid for your analogies, man. You need to get paid for every. I'm gonna have to give you $50, $50, $60, $70 back, man. I'm gonna have to give that back to you, man. You need to get paid for the stuff that you write in the chat. I'm telling you. But you are hilarious, man. I think on the basis that it was mainly first party. Yes. I agree. The thinker. I agree. Phil was there with his checkbook trying to get some stuff on Game Pass. Yo, I like that, man. He probably was. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Can we get what's it called? Avatar Frontiers Pandora. Can we get that, Ubisoft? What about Star Wars Outlaws? Can we get marketing rights to that? How much you want? How much you want? How much you want? Yeah. Hey, we trying to get to you before Sony does. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? We got the money. Sony broke. As some people say, Sony broke. That means they have to get funds from other parts of their segments to even match what I'm giving you. So,
no one is just black and white.
Star Wars Outlaws, can we get that? Matter of fact, can we buy you? Can we buy Ubisoft? Here's what we offer. Get with Brad Smith, and he'll get back with me in the morning. Okay. Nice show though. Nice show. He says not personal, it's business. Yep. Nothing personal. It's nothing personal, Sony. It's just business. Business at the end of the day. Yeah, Outlaws. That would be a nice one. Outlaws.
Holy shit, we're gonna do this.
Outlaws looks good. It reminds me of Jedi Survivor. It looks good. It looks promising. Oh, we're getting close, man. Capcom, show up, man. Give us something, man. You know what? There's some Xbox games that I want to play. There's some PlayStation games that I want to play. So I'm excited for gaming, period. I am a fanboy, like I mentioned before. I am a fanboy of games. That's it. Give me a good game that I want to play. It doesn't matter what platform it's on. Let's get it.
But what I do know is you should follow IGN on all of our social media platforms. We got video game previews, celebrity moments, and so much more. Follow us.
What is going on with IGN, man? We need to get hired, man. I need to reach out to IGN and be like, hey, man, we got some creative people here in the chat, man, and include myself, man. We can actually take IGN to a new level. I don't know what they've been doing for.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is a 2D
They need some more people, man. We need to get Brian Atano and what's my man name? We need to get him off the show too, man. Like bringing something new, something fresh, man. They all wear the same shirt. Are they all wearing the same type of shirt? What is this? Oh, this is that is this that Prince of Persia game? Look at that, man. They got the same. He got the same style of shirt. Oh my goodness! It's like everybody that goes into IGN have to put on a certain attire.
Come back to the original Prince of Persia because it also fits.
Aquarium Lawrenson.
It's also in 3D when we have dynamic combat and we have a specific combo. Sometimes we take the control of the camera and we have
I mean, this game doesn't look bad,
we want to keep the
but it's kind of interesting they didn't
modern pop culture.
Did they just give up on the actual remake of Prince of Persia?
An act of love of fans. We are fans and we wanted to put that in the universe
and decide to go with this.
You know, our own formula is to get
it has a Sea of Thieves look to it as well. It looks like Sea of Thieves, don't it? Have you guys played Sea of Thieves?
Is a bit little known, but
this has like a Sea of Thieves kind of look to it.
Unlike that, with more modern inspiration and references.
It's not just the visuals that combine ideas from different genres. The gameplay pays homage to both the 1989 original Prince of Persia and the beloved Sands of Time trilogy, and blends those elements with the core concepts of Metroidvania games.
To go back to the roots of the series, because
that was nice.
Signatures,
whatever that was.
Traps, sequences, movements, etc. Without forgetting what the 3D episodes had built, because this is super.
Oh, okay. I see. We got some
each episode.
PE, man. PE, if you
players that play the original.
If you're able to come in the chat, man, come in the chat. Come in the chat. Come in the chat.
This feeling of the Arabian Nights, big palace, open areas, and with a nice landscape.
He asked what did I give it? I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Place with a lot of traps.
6 out of 10, man.
With trap and things that are sometimes difficult to anticipate, and we have a lot of gameplay sequences that are cameo to the first Prince of Persia, of course.
For the Metroidvania elements, Ubisoft wanted to pull on all the classics of the genre, an interconnected map,
gave it a 6 out of 10.
Combat, and powers that unlock new opportunities.
Our purpose was to capture this feeling of
if that's what he's asking.
This feeling to have a black box and to be smart.
We have a lot of rewards and shortcuts. We tease the player to come back with new abilities because a very important thing.
Oh, and while I have you guys here, I don't know if I had mentioned this, but I would like to thank you. I would like to say thank you to you guys that I sent the website to for your feedback.
For example,
the one piece that I am working on is trying to get the actual website to fit all screens. That has been a challenge. I may have to hire somebody to do that. And what I mean by all screens is, you know, big screens, because I'm working from an Apple laptop. And, you know, the big screen, the big HP screens or whatever type of screens, and also mobile. So that's going to be crazy. And there's a lot more work to do with it. Some coding that I would like to do with the website. And matter of fact, you know, just to give you guys a sneak peek what I'm talking about here, because this screen here that I have is not doing the website justice, so I have to
Ubisoft Montpellier decided against
I
the
have
genre's
to
typically light touch approach to storytelling. You can expect 3D animated cutscenes as well as 2D dialogue sequences
big time.
and a dedication
Big time.
to
So
character
I'm gonna
growth.
have to
That all
like
begins
make
with
the
your
actual website
protagonist,
smaller to
Sargon,
make
a
it
member of the superhero
look
Lucky
somewhat,
Mortals. That means in a
you know,
surprise turn, you don't
viewable.
play as the Prince of Persia himself.
see if I can get in
Instead,
here.
you're searching for him.
When you have to deal with
So,
Prince of Persia,
so what I've been working on in the background is my own gaming website.
The same thing with every idea
As of
we
right
had.
now,
I talked about simple ideas. It was like this time you won't play the prince, you won't be alone, you'll be part of a group. Why we did that?
It's called the Game Lounge.
This time create a closer connection with the player. I think we don't have so much
And hopefully we get it up here.
audiences. We want to be sure that every player feel a connection with Sargon.
And just to give, hold on, let's break it down.
Story that allow the player to grow with Sargon. This is a coming of age story because we took a lot of inspiration from animes. We didn't want to play as, let's say, Son Goku, but Vegeta.
I don't even know what's going on, man. It's
all along this journey. And Vegeta
acting a little funky.
He's a prince, of course, but we wanted to have someone.
It's acting a little funky.
We took a lot of inspiration from Miyamoto Musashi, his story, because this is a journey for Sargon to understand why does it mean to be strong.
With Sargon effectively being an anime hero, it was important
Alright,
to convey
so
his
pretty
power
much this
through
is the
game's
website
visuals.
here.
And
It's
so
called the
Ubisoft
Game Lounge.
Montpellier studied numerous art forms, from anime to comic books to street art.
These are
to
just
how Sargon looks when he fights.
you know, banners. It's supposed to go by itself. So again, there's a lot of work
we wanted to give
that
this
needs to be done to
feeling
it.
of epicness, creating an impactful images. So we're using vibrant colors, modern patterns, lines, bold colors, and everything.
It's a
to
lot of
make
work that needs to be done to it. So,
moment for the player,
and at the same time, yeah, it is a pre-build. I'm actually doing this by myself.
Switch, PlayStation,
So,
Xbox, and PC.
because I wanted to
For
cut
more
out the,
details on
you
the
know,
Prince's return and everything else announced across the summer of
you
gaming,
know, the middleman,
stick
you know,
with
not to pay
IGN.
anybody, because I'm already, you know, paying to be able to build this.
This is
And I didn't want to pay any
We're
extra
doing a
money
Capcom showcase. It's coming up any second, any last
to build it, but it looks like when it comes to formatting the website properly, I may have to reach out and say, hey, you know, can you assist me with this?
Have fun. See you soon.
So let me see if I can
Hey everyone,
get a
welcome
better
to the
view.
Capcom Showcase pre-show.
I don't want to
Andy,
open
this
it
is Joe from
too
the Capcom USA community team. Before we
too
get
much
into the
here.
main show, which I'm really excited about.
So
Hope you
that's
guys are
the
too.
top
We have
there.
a pre-show plan
I don't know
for you.
why it's doing that.
Cool stuff. We're going to be doing an interview with one of our developers over at
Seems
Capcom,
like it's
and
loading
we're going to be talking to one of our voice talents who worked on Street Fighter 6.
improperly.
And
Maybe because
to
I
get
have it
started,
built on
we're
the
gonna be
Apple
inviting Capcom creators
computer
Street Fighter 6,
that is
right now.
acting
So we're
funky
really
here.
excited about that.
So pretty much, you know, you go into your latest news, etc., etc. You can actually click on the actual picture, or you can click on the wording, whatever. It takes you to whatever website that news has come from, etc., etc. And this is it's gonna take a lot to maintain this site since I'm doing it myself. So I'm gonna have to be like, whew, if I decide to go live with this. And then, I just have a few highlights. And again, this is just a build right now. This is not has not been updated fully. Then you come down here to the video lounge. Then I just upload whatever videos that's come out for whatever game trailer or whatever. You can actually click on the video. You can play it in the website, or you can actually because it's going to give you the option. You can play it in the website, or you can play it via YouTube. So that's it, man. I'm just trying to make it a one pager where you don't have to, click in, one page and it goes to the next, because I don't have the manpower, or I don't have the resources to sit here and write articles and do game reviews myself. I'm gonna have to hire some people to do that. But that's what I've been working on in the background. Again, I appreciate the feedback that was provided by some of you guys that I sent the site to you. Again, it is not loading properly as it would like I have it on my Apple laptop. See what I mean? It's just not it's not working. So hopefully we can get that fixed up. If I have to pay a little bit of money, then I'll pay a little bit of money. But we'll see how this works out, man. So just thought I'd show you guys that. Give you a little tea on that. And we'll see where that goes. Even if you don't go live, keep the name. And if it's a big company, want the domain, you can sell it for some good money. I am working on that too as well. Because I'm trying to figure out if I want to. I do have different. What happened there? I do have different designs as far as with the logo. So when I have like a final design, I definitely want to make sure I have it copywritten and go from there. Because I do have I don't have the domain yet. So I have to. If I do go live, I'm going to attach it to the current domain that I already have. So I definitely understand what you're saying there. So what do we got here? We have, oh man, that's old girl, man. Oh, and I had her wrong. I had her all wrong. She is Bushinru. She's part of the Final Fight game, because I thought her moves were like Sakura's moves when she was kicking my butt in Street Fighter, but she has Guy's moves, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. But it is what it is. I enjoyed Street Fighter 6. I'm still enjoying Street Fighter 6. I still have a lot more games to play that I still need to beat. And then you have a lot more games coming out, man. Final Fantasy 16. Whew. I likes it, man. I like it.
Clev is so talented. Clev, if you're watching, thank you so much for doing that time lapse for us.
Yeah. It's
all right, so we have less than 30 minutes. I appreciate you guys sticking around, man, on this Monday with your boy hanging out for the Capcom showcase.
We are going to post that on our social media
I am
channel,
hoping
so please
they talk more. I think they're probably going to talk a little bit about Resident Evil, Resident Evil 4 remake in VR. Probably show some more gameplay on that. Hopefully they say they show us something or give us a hint or anything on the next Resident Evil installment, Resident Evil 9, that would be great. That would get everything just. I mean, with Resident Evil 4 just wrapping up things, I think it's time to show us the next installment, Resident Evil 9. If not, I'm okay with that. Oh, the Thinker Man! Thank you, man. Thank you for the $10, man. I really appreciate that for double dipping. He said for double dipping. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Luke's had a pretty.
I have to stop with the double dipping, man. I got you.
The tail end of Street Fighter V, and now.
But I am looking forward to
how do you approach the two performances
seeing what else. What else can Capcom show? I don't know. Thank you for the $10, man. I really appreciate the love, man. That's $80.
And he was just
that is
like this random
$80, man.
Like, who wants to fight
$50 for my presidential campaign.
Like
I still have yet to make the announcement, but it's coming soon. There's a lot going on right now. You know, I'm getting all my campaign slogans together. I'm getting all my, you know, my what you call it, flyers and, you know, boards and stuff. All that. I'm getting my people together. And I got you though. I got you. I know how I want part of my my round table. So you good. You good. $10 for the ketchup sandwiches. Man, those ketchup sandwiches. Now come on now. Now I can admit, right here live on Gaming and Reactions, I've had my share of ketchup sandwiches. Come on now. Come on. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but back in the day when you're young and you're trying to find something, you run out of peanut butter and jelly? Come on, man. I had my share of ketchup sandwiches, man. I appreciate the $10 for the ketchup sandwiches. So you know what I'm talking about. And those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, man, you know what I'm saying? Those ketchup sandwiches went a long way back then, man. You didn't have no oodles and noodles. Or you didn't have, you know, or you had to wait till your mom to come home to cook.
I see online. We all see online.
And
advocacy for Luke.
You had to wait until,
how much you love him.
you know,
where does that come
that
from?
day you go grocery shopping. Those ketchup sandwiches were good. $10 for a burger. You ain't getting the steak. Hey, that $10 was good, man. Burger, fries, and a drink. I'm all good. And my man gives me another $10 for double dipping.
I'm gonna have fun with this character. Actually,
love you, bro.
Some of my posts have
love you, bro. I really appreciate that.
Global
Thank you.
I visited the Capcom Japan office and I met up with
Capcom. Let's go, man. Capcom has been on a roll lately with their remakes.
And they were like,
they've been doing it.
And I'm like, no.
I know they made a lot of money.
No. And they're like, no, it's good.
So it's got to be something special at this showcase. Come on, guys, think about this. E3 is not is done. Usually at E3 is when all these big third parties they show up, right? They show you what's next. So I wouldn't be surprised if they show Resident Evil 9.
We got a lot of good ones.
Because I think this is the only showcase they have this year, right?
But we also
I'm pretty sure
gotta say
they're gonna hook us up.
That's the one everyone.
Maybe they have some more on Street Fighter 6, some DLC, some more characters. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be here. We have some new characters that's gonna join the roster. That'll be nice.
Those are all.
So that's gonna be here. And then you know they have some other games. I'm pretty sure that they're working on.
That's it. Ship it.
A new Devil May Cry. Do you think they come out with a new Devil May Cry?
You're supposed to mess up.
It's Luke. Right?
Who knows?
He's gonna point like that.
It's true. It's true.
Anything you want to say to the community?
Thank you for your support over the last
20 minutes.
Year. It's been amazing. I've had such a blast with this character, interacting with the community, seeing all the memes online, seeing all the fan art. It's been so much fun. And
Mega Man, dude, if they show up with a Mega Man, they probably will show up.
No, seriously though, thank you so much.
They'll probably.
For everyone else at home, please stick around. We have
they'll probably show up with a Mega Man.
With localization director Andrew Alfonso that we pre-recorded.
Probably another, collection. Who knows?
We're going to take you a little bit behind the scenes.
Because that's what they been behind as of late.
We're with Andrew Alfonso coming to us.
RE with a Mega Man as the
works over at Capcom Japan. So Andrew, would you like to introduce
RE
yourself?
with Mega Man as the protagonist.
So yeah, I'm localization director at Capcom Japan. I've been at Capcom for 17 years now. So
Dude,
quite a while.
I kid you guys
the
not.
game that I worked on was
If I would have known
for the DS,
that I was
after that,
only a few steps away from Capcom headquarters in Japan, I would have stopped by.
after that, I
My
worked
wife
on
was
the
watching
series for about 10
a
years.
YouTube
And
video
now I'm back on the Street Fighter series, and
of
the
a
latest game
guy.
I was, Street Fighter 6 which was just released.
I think he was just a
Just an
content
amazing
creator,
tenure over
and
at
he was in
Capcom.
Japan.
But is there one in particular
And
project that you worked on that's really near and dear to your heart?
I think it was called In the Life of a Street Fighter 6 Planner or something like that. And he was allowed into the Capcom headquarters, and
Street Fighter 6.
you know, he was interviewing some of the people there, you know, with the build of Street Fighter 6, etc., etc. And then one of the guys walked out and went into the Capcom store, which we went in last year because I have photos. I have photos of the store. He went in to grab souvenirs with some of his friends. And it was just, I was like, man, if I would have known that, I would have just said, hey, man, let's see if we can get in Capcom's headquarters right here. It's right here, right down the street.
But we also handle a lot of
That would have been great,
voice direction
man.
for our games. On top of that, we
Because I
also
always, you know,
get involved a lot in the motion capture.
I always want to
for
go into Capcom
games.
and, you know,
We
see
also
what they're
do
doing.
a lot
See
of
what they're
stuff
doing there.
just
I don't think
to
it's
help
really
the
tough to get
teams
in.
out,
It shouldn't be that tough to get in
in
there.
terms of like, you know, diversity.
But that would have
and,
been
you know,
nice.
Culturalization and stuff like that. I do
A
remember
new
that,
Devil
you know,
May
Nakami-san
Cry?
mentioned
Yes.
in an interview
A new
last time
Devil
where
May Cry would
we
be
were,
awesome.
he was talking about, you know, Kimberly in Street Fighter 6.
Imagine blowing away
And,
zombies
you know,
with his Mega
he-
Blaster.
you know, so he had a lot
Dude,
of
you don't need a
consultants, you know,
Magnum.
with him to get the design just
You,
right.
you don't,
We also
dude.
talked to Capcom employees, and that's actually, you know,
You don't need a Magnum,
localization
man.
He came to us and, you know, asked us for our
You
feedback
probably
on-
can get every
not only
trophy
Kimberly, but
in
also,
one
you know,
sitting
Lily
if you
and
had
also
Mega
DJ,
Man and
you
his
know, to make sure
blaster
that
going
these
through
characters
RE6.
are,
I mean,
you know,
a Resident Evil game.
in a good spot.
You can
for
get,
fans, and,
you can
know,
play it on hard,
they-
the hardest
their designs
difficulty.
are not only cool,
If
but
it's
also,
unlocked,
you know,
well,
something that is gonna be
you play it on
appealing
the
to
hardest
a lot of
difficulty to
audience.
unlock the
Yeah,
hardest
you know, how you're
difficulties,
involved in the game, how you kind of
and
got
then
started
play
on the
those
project. I know it's probably
with Mega Man with his blaster,
So just tell us about
and get all trophies.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
And probably
it's
one
been
sit
a
and two
very
sittings.
long time. It's been about 3 years
The
now
link
for
for the
me.
YouTube
I
video.
just started off because Nakami-san
Oh,
asked me if I could help them out.
oh,
with
the missus is in the
with
chat.
their prototyping.
Yes,
He
if
wanted
if
to,
if
you
you
know, to be
could
in Italy
find,
because he knows that I
well,
like fighting games,
well,
and I
if you
know
want to post a
lot of
link,
things that, we
sweetheart,
should
you
try to
can.
improve for not only just Street Fighter fans, but also for a newer audience that they're trying to, you know, get with Street Fighter 6.
But Capcom right down the
minutes of
street,
that,
though.
but
I'm
also
like,
because
oh.
they were going to be working on this new
And
commentary system
also,
that was going to be our first for
also,
the series.
hopefully, when we
So
do go
they
back
asked
to
me
Japan next year,
come on early just
I am
to,
hoping
you know,
to get
that
video
sorted out so that we could have something, you know, very natural
of the
for,
live, I
you
mean, of
know,
the
English
Gundam
speaking audience
that
are
was
gonna use
built.
this commentary system.
So
we're
I
definitely
am
gonna
hoping,
hit on the
I am
real-time
hoping, I
commentary
am
feature later,
hoping
but before
that we're
that,
able to accomplish
what were
that
some
because
of
I
your
really want to
goals
see that
as a
Gundam,
localization director for
that Gundam
Street
that
Fighter
was
6,
built
and
in
what do you
Japan.
hope fans come away with in terms of the story, characters, or just anything?
You know,
Yeah,
goals
she's
that I
using her
told
government
the
name,
director,
educator. Yeah,
this game has
yeah,
a
yeah.
huge legacy, long legacy. We
Dude, the
need to give it
IRS
the
is always
localization that
watching,
it actually
man.
deserves.
You can't
And we
escape
need
the
to
IRS here.
make
And
sure that this, you know, people come away with this. the
there's
better
no way around
understanding
it, man.
of characters, and
besides, they know her
that
government
they
name.
already love, they fall in love with them all over again.
Her government name is everywhere, just like all of our government names are everywhere. Well, now you know, and you can get over there next time. Hopefully.
To appeal to new
Hopefully,
users.
man.
We're trying to aim for a lot of new players to come in, and we had to make this.
Dude, her
as
government name is
user-friendly as
everywhere, just
possible.
like
You know,
mine,
we're not going to be throwing
just like
a lot of
yours.
FGC
You know what I'm talking about,
content. We're gonna
man.
Try to explain things in a very natural but easy to understand way. And also,
I know you.
like,
I know
all
you got
the-
yours in
for
here, the
example, like, a
thinker.
lot of the attack names
But still,
are still in Japanese, and Karen's
15 minutes.
Super Ardent Street Fighter 5 is just completely in Romaji. They just translated from Japanese to English without actually translating it. So no one actually ever said the name of her, you know, attack. And I said, this is not.
What are we
something that
talking
you
about here?
want. You
Street
want something
Fighter,
that
Street Fighter
people
5?
can kind of attach to. They get attached to the name, and you know, especially with this.
I
new
see he
commentary
has the,
system, we want people to kind of call out these attack names so that people get, you know, this certain affinity for it, and they start to like get grow attached to it. And that's kind of like the two basic goals, two high-level goals that I had for this localization.
Tell us a little bit more about the real-time commentary feature.
And
Andy Wong.
When he approached me about this,
that name sounds familiar.
I'll admit that I was very against the idea, to be honest with you, because I just heard this and I just thought, no.
You guys ready? You guys ready?
Not because I thought the idea was bad. I just kind of like thought about it for about a couple seconds.
Oh, you posted the link above your
I play a lot of
last
sports
message.
games,
I
so
don't
know,
see
like,
it.
how they do the commentary in those games, and they always,
I don't see it in the chat.
We recorded like 50,000 lines. For Monster Hunter, we only recorded 5,000 lines. So going, making that huge jump in like line count is just, a huge mountain to scale. So I was kind of taken aback. But I kind of settled down and we did go with.
Where we at? 13 minutes.
Vicious. He's just as a person, he's just super reliable. He's
by the way, hope everyone had a good start to their work week. And if you don't have a job, stay being
he's all these things because he's kind of like the Ryu of like commentators. And then if we're gonna have a US commentator, we need a Ken counterpart.
I know y'all not gonna let that settle in, right? I think everybody here has a job though.
Street Fighter League.
So they don't fall up under that
but they also have their
umbrella.
contrasting styles too. Which is
they don't go through some of your reasons I've tried before.
Even when things get very
oh man, he says stop being a bum.
He goes nuts, right? And that's one of the things that I really
man, yeah. Shout out to all my viewers, man. Shout out to all my followers, my subscribers. Man, I appreciate the love.
For a Street Fighter game.
You guys are still with me.
New things in Street Fighter 6. I do want to
we
ask
still
you
here,
about, World Tour mode and what it's like just helping craft a story mode for a Street Fighter game, and also a story mode where you can create your own character. What was that like? What was the experience like? Is there anything that was really challenging or memorable about the whole
I'm going through my photos right now just to see if I have it.
The main challenging thing was just the scope
see
of
if I have those pictures.
The whole mode is just gigantic. It's like a whole other game unto itself. Like in terms of just like how much we had to translate and port, this is actually bigger than a typical Monster Hunter game by a good margin.
I have a lot of photos.
It was very big in scope. One of the things that was really a pleasure to hear was that the main scenario writer was actually the creator of the Breath of Fire series. He's also worked on Dragon's Dogma as well. So we kind of had this confidence that okay, this story is gonna be good. It's gonna be solid. We're gonna have this good solid base to work on. I think the one challenge was having to characterize so many new characters, returning characters, and so you don't really know how they're supposed to.
All right, so we're gonna go to photos.
Talk, in terms of like fully fleshed out characters, so we kind of had to conceptualize that like on a basic level to make sure that we're getting something that's different from all the other characters, but also really interesting at the same time.
It's always incredible just hearing like all the behind the scenes stuff about World Tour, and we've talked a lot about this. But,
oh wow!
Some of my favorite things that you guys did was the way like Ryu texts you, amazing, hilarious. But also just like the tiny things, how like Lee Fen says like Jet to like Chung Li, just to keep that culture in there. It's
I have Nakano Broadway in here.
Having so much of a detail-oriented approach to World Tour.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. This was awesome just to be able to hear about all this behind-the-scenes stuff in developing the game. Any closing comments for the Street Fighter and the Capcom fans out there that are getting ready for the show?
Yeah, what you got?
I mean, Street Fighter 6 is out there. It's been released. We're still working on the game as
you hear that right? They're still working on the game, right? If they didn't have to work, I would game all day, but I have to pay the gaming.
And again, Andrew, thanks for joining us.
Somehow.
And to everybody for watching.
Yeah, man, we gotta work, man.
Thanks to everybody for joining us, and thanks.
We gotta work, man.
For joining us for all these.
Gotta get out there and make ends meet.
We do want to mention
we have mouths to feed, bills to pay.
After the main show, but we're getting close. Andy, any parting words that you want to say?
Yeah, if you guys have been paying attention, we've been wearing these Capcom hoodies. If you guys want one yourself, go to the Capcom Amazon store. So
I don't want one of those, man. I'm good. All right, let's. Ten minutes. Oh man, look at this. I didn't even know I had these pictures in here. So many pictures, so many videos. Somehow I'm gonna have to put all this together. What do we got here? Did they mention the Capcom Town website yet? You can play retro games for free. That's a Capcom Town? I didn't know anything about that. Did anyone else know about that? Capcom Town website. No, I didn't know anything about that. Thinker, where'd you get that? I would like to check that out. It's to mark their 40th anniversary. Oh, so they must have announced it then. Wow. And you could play retro games for free? Woo. I wonder what games. Is it up yet? Or, well, maybe they're going to announce it, you know, during the showcase here. That would be cool. Yo, D Nice, thank you for this. It says Sony could be working on an Apple Vision Pro competitor. Why? You just came out with the PSVR 2. Sony files a patent that hints at a new PlayStation product that may compete with Apple's Vision Pro by utilizing AR technology in gaming. Whoa. Sony filed blah, 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 blah. Sony was quick to jump on the bandwagon, dabbling in AR technology after Apple announced its new mixed reality headset at its 2023 Worldwide Developers Conference. You know somebody already tipped Microsoft out on this, but we'll see. We'll see. The use of advanced AR technology could be a game changer for PlayStation. Yeah, it definitely would if you do it right. But I hope it's not $3,500. That's insane. I wonder where they're gonna get the money from to do this. If it's true. Final Fight, Mega Man 2, Mega Man X. You knew the Mega Mans had to be in there. Street Fighter 2. Okay. And I think you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, if you have Street Fighter 6, you can go into the game, is it called the Game Hub? And you can actually play Final Fight. You could play Street Fighter 2. I'm not sure about Mega Man, though. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Wait. What's going on? Oh, this is, what is this? They starting already? Is Capcom starting already? They getting all the mobile stuff out the way. Those are all the current available free games. They will update frequently, as it says. Oh man, I need to check this out. Monster Hunter now. September 23. There was 6 minutes left. That was a quick jump into the show. Wow, Village coming to cloud. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, they give us an update on this. They did mention this at their last showcase. Village. I mean, man, I'm done with Village, man. I done beat that game so many times. I have the platinum for it. I'm done with Village. Give me RE9, man. Or give me another remake. 3 more fan favorites also coming. Yeah, they talked about that already at the last showcase. So I guess it's like a recap. Available now. Nintendo Switch. And this has come out already, right?
Like I told you,
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna get you home safe.
Resident Evil 4.
Okay, it's game time. I'm ready to die, rookie. Exalt all Leon and
Leon. All 10 Mega Man Battle Networks. Here's your Mega Man, the Thinker. This is what you've been talking about, man. Mega Man all day. Man, Mega Man has been here since day one, man. Nintendo. Oh my goodness. And it's still going. Alright, so we got a little less than 2 minutes.
Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection.
No matter what, we're always connected. Well, I hope they don't show any of this during the showcase. If they're just getting all this out the way, we don't need to see this again, right?
This is for my fellow hunters.
The adventure continues. All right, here we go. Omnimusha. They need to do a remake. Ooh, here we go. Come on, Capcom. Time to eat, man. Me hungry. 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Thank you guys for joining in, man. Thank you guys. I appreciate the love. Make sure you hit the like button for your boy, though. Woo! Street Fighter. Come on, Capcom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Capcom Showcase. Before we get started,
All right, so I'm gonna turn my voice down, and I'm gonna turn the volume up.
40th anniversary. A big thanks to everyone for playing our games. It's thanks to our amazing fans that we can celebrate such a milestone.
If it's too loud, let me know.
We look forward to creating many more games in the years to come, and we hope that you'll continue to enjoy them. Now it's time to show off our latest titles at the Capcom Showcase.
Go.
Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss anything. Let's take a look at this video.
We've seen this already. Are you gonna show us gameplay? Yeah, this was at the Xbox showcase. This was also at the PlayStation showcase. No gameplay. Well, I guess that's gameplay.
Traditional Japanese aesthetics come to life through the power of RE Engine. Experience a unique blend of strategy and action in this epic tale. A beautiful yet unsettling world of mystery awaits in Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Coming to Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Windows, PlayStation 5, and Steam. Mega Man X Dive Offline is coming to Steam, iOS, and Android. The Deep Log, which holds collected memories of the Mega Man X series, is under attack. Dive into cyberspace using hunter programs to recover data before it's too late. Play as Mega Man X and other characters from the Mega Man franchise, including characters that haven't been playable before. Level up your favorite characters and equipment to create a powerful hunter. Power up your weapons and more to customize your character however you want. Mega Man X Dive Offline. Control and develop over 100 different characters. Play as a variety of characters, including new heroes created for Mega Man X Dive. Complete stages and use element medals to recover memory pieces. Then analyze recovered memories to unlock characters. There are more than 900 stages to play. Challenging mechanics and enemies await on classic and new stages. You're bound to clash with familiar bosses from the past. Build the ultimate hunter and save the deep log from total destruction. Mega Man X Dive Offline launches in 2023. Now, here's the Capcom Spotlight Corner.
A new era of fighting games is upon us. Street Fighter VI launched on June 2nd. It's already received an enthusiastic welcome from fighting game fans around the world. Street Fighter VI includes World Tour, an expansive single-player story mode. Fighting Ground, the core fighting game experience made even more accessible. And Battle Hub, a social space where
that's
players
the name
from
of it.
around the world can compete and hang out. These are the game's 3 main modes. In addition, we're planning to release new fighters and content,
Okay.
so you can enjoy the game for a long time to come. Street Fighter VI is out now for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam. Don't miss it.
You guys can't hear me?
We also have an announcement for Capcom Pro Tour 2023. This year's Capcom Pro Tour will feature
Can you guys hear me now?
the newest entry in the series. Players from around the world will compete in regional matches and battle to be this year's champion. To celebrate the launch of Street Fighter VI,
Man, I would love to be a part of these Pro Tours, man. If I was good in Street Fighter, man, first place, $1 million prize pool.
with $1
Man.
million going to first place. Capcom Pro Tour 2023 will feature 3 types of tournaments: online premieres, offline premieres, and World Warrior.
Man, if I was good at these
The
fighting
winners
games.
of each tournament will advance to the World Finals at Capcom Cup 10. Stay tuned to see which player will crush the competition and take home this year's championship. Next, we have news about Street Fighter League Pro JP 2023. In Street Fighter League, the world's top players form teams of 4 and compete in official Capcom Team League matches. We have the largest number of teams ever. The opening match will be held on July 7th and will be streamed live on the Capcom Fighters JP channel on YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget about the Street Fighter League World Championship 2023. The US and European leagues will determine the teams that will go on to compete in the World Championship. Get up close and personal with Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation 5. The game's main story will be playable in VR with PlayStation VR 2. Thanks to the power of PlayStation VR 2, you'll be able to experience an even more immersive version of the game. Take aim as you fight to survive. RE4's cutting-edge knife action is a core part of the game, and the PlayStation VR 2 Sense controller makes parrying even more intuitive. Experience extreme survival horror firsthand. Resident Evil 4 VR mode is a free DLC exclusive to PlayStation VR 2.
Now on to the next game in today's lineup.
A little help here. Look out! What are you doing? Up you go. Sorry, kid. We still got a ways to go.
It's almost time for Ghost Trick. Here's the latest on the game.
Hello everyone, I'm Shu Takumi, the original creator of Ghost Trick. It's almost time for the game's release, and I can't wait for you to play it. But first, let's get started with this.
There we go. Sorry about that. Can you hear me? Dude, that looks face down, butt up, man. that's a ghost trick. Man, she just fell. She. Was he about to shoot the dog?
The demo for Ghost Trick is available now for download. The story
What is this? Come on, Capcom. You guys are slacking a little bit now. What's going on?
Lives of all sorts of people and all sorts of situations. Things may seem unrelated at first, but each person plays a vital role in Cisel's story. And together, their stories will lead him to one ultimate truth. So think of the demo as a doorway, inviting you into a great big mystery. It's been 30 years since we made the original game. And just like Cecil, I met many new people, and there were many miracles that occurred during its development. I have no doubt these experiences are what shaped Ghost Trick into the unforgettable game it is. To the team that lovingly ported this game, and all the fans who have shown so much love towards it, I'm so grateful to all of you. I'm thrilled that through this rebirth, Ghost Trick will be available to so many more people.
Ghost Trick.
Now to wait for its release. And one more thing. I practiced very hard for 2 weeks for this appearance. So, should we meet someday, it will make me very happy if it could speak in Japanese.
Okay.
From the creator of the Ace Attorney series, Shu Takumi, this classic mystery game is being reborn. One night, a man named Cecil loses both his memory and his life. Using the powers of the dead, he tries to solve the mystery of his own death. The only clue he has is a red-headed detective. A night of mystery begins anew. A rookie detective, brimming with a sense of justice.
Man, I was hoping for a release date for Resident Evil 4.
Who was I? Why was I killed? Who killed me? And what does it mean that I was given these powers of the dead? Use the powers of the dead to possess and trick items. The controls are easy. Connect Cecil's glowing blue soul to the core of objects to possess them. Possess the tire. Possess the bowl. Possess the star ornament. You can then trick the objects you possess. Trick the guitar to play it. What will happen when you trick the cart? Trick the door to open it. Possessing and tricking objects will let you access new areas.
Yo, this... I don't know what this is, man. This is... Oh my goodness. This is called what? Ghost Trick?
Follow past events in real time.
I mean, there are some people out there that this type of game appeals to.
Near-death predicaments and change their fates. Cecil will face death in many forms. Changing their fates will change the story.
I mean, again, this is right up Nintendo's alley.
The story must be linked in some way to the mystery of Cecil's death. Ghost Trick, launching on June 30th, 2023.
Phantom Detective, coming June 30th,
Demo
2023.
version available now. Don't miss
Demo
the pre-order
available now.
bonuses. See the official website for details.
This is Game of the Year right here, man. Oh, he's speaking in Japanese. I don't know what that said. You know, I'm gonna have to get the missus to translate that one. I don't read kanji, man. She's Man, you done started something. Apollo Justice League Legal Journey. This is
Objection!
Yeah. Because some of these games remind me of Persona sometimes. Here's some Japanese for you. That game looked like butt. So that's what you stated in oh my goodness, man. Here's some Japanese for you. That game looked like oh my goodness, man. You are awesome, man. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. So that's the translation, huh? Got you. Capcom, man, what's going on, man?
In Ace Attorney, players serve as lawyers for the falsely accused. Battle for justice in the courtroom and uncover the truth.
I know you have your own style of games, but
5th and 6th mainline Ace Attorney games are being brought together to share the story of Apollo Justice and his allies in the dark age of the law. On Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, and Steam.
Oh, that was hilarious, man.
Each game have been relitigated in beautiful full HD. Available in 7 languages: Japanese, English, French, German, Korean, and traditional and simplified Chinese. We've also added voice recordings for the new languages. We're sure there's no objection to everything included in this collection. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy is currently in development for release in early 2024. Please look forward to more information about this collection in the future. Next, we have some Capcom news to share. This month marks Capcom's 40th anniversary.
Is this where they're going to announce the website?
We've opened a digital theme park called Capcom Town.
Oh, you're right, Thinker. Not saying that you were not.
To view original artwork and other materials from various titles on display. You can even play a few of Capcom's beloved classics.
Let's go. We're gonna do this.
Head on over to the castle to cast your vote in the Capcom elections. Participants will receive a special reward, so don't miss out. We can't wait for everyone to enjoy these attractions.
Oh yeah, we gotta do this. So captown.capcom.com. Let me put that in a note.
A Capcom ID account is required to play Resident Evil RE-Verse, our new upcoming title Exoprimal, and to use the online features of Street Fighter 6. You can also use this account with other Capcom services and campaigns, such as a survey about today's Capcom showcase. We'll release more titles and services compatible with Capcom ID soon. Register now for Capcom ID. Now for the latest on Exoprimal ahead of next month's launch.
Hello everyone, I'm
Konnichiwa.
Hidooka, the director of Exoprimal. I'm excited to share the latest Exoprimal news with you all. But first, let's check out this video.
Hello? I heard activity on this frequency. Hello? My name is Garrett Sides.
I thought that was the girl from Dino Crisis.
Basically the IB's godfather. He was responsible for the entire exosuit project.
You know, Anchor Division, I assume?
Exosuits were developed right here.
I need exosuits. It's our only shot. We need access to the past. All my R&D is just waiting to be picked up back in 2040. Intact and hot off the presses. The access codes to override Leviathan. You can shut it down. The whole thing.
Hyzal.
The fuel of the future.
All this time, Hyzal is a side effect of time travel? They just...
So, will any one of you guys be picking this up? Does it look interesting to you?
Lozol. Unrefined Lozol in the blood.
It's gotta have co-op play as well,
It's
so.
a walking club with stuff.
I promise you this. We'll find a way out of here. All Anchor project files have serial.
It's a pass.
Look for anything starting with 181. That's the project code.
Not really. Maybe it's a free.
Okay, Doc.
Oh, gentlemen.
Yep.
I didn't get your names.
Golos, the Hammerheads.
Well done. You fought desperately and survived. The perfect exosuit development project is nearing fruition. Activating Massacre Module. Summoning Neo T-Rex Swarm.
T-Rex.
Helping to make a better exosuit.
Good hunting, Ace.
Yeah, we're gonna pass on this one.
My most exciting combat project, the Savage Gauntlet.
Okay. Play it day one on Xbox Game Pass. There you go.
What did you think? That was a lot of new info. Before we dive in, I'd like to give a huge thanks to all the players who participated in the open beta test back in March. We were extremely pleased to have so many participants. Plus, you gave us a lot of invaluable feedback. We can't thank you enough. While only portions of the Dino Survival content will be available for the open beta test, today we'll be introducing more content included in the full game. Let's take a look at what you can expect when Exo Primal launches on July 14th. Let's start with the story. Ace, the game's protagonist, is transported to the year 2040 and forced to participate in a never-ending series of war games. The story unfolds as you play through Dino Survival, the game's main mode.
Game Pass it is.
Update the analysis
Everything's coming to Game Pass, man.
Mysteries surrounding parallel worlds and the AI entity known as Leviathan. At times,
Game
players
Pass,
will
Game
also
Pass,
engage in
Game
special
Pass.
boss battles as part of the main story. Dino Survival mode will also change as the story progresses. You'll unlock new missions with a variety of objectives, including 10-player co-op, a multitude of dinosaurs to fight, and more maps. The game will also feature an assortment of unlockables and challenges. Modules can be used to enhance exosuits and modify active skills. These modules can be obtained by fulfilling certain conditions while you play the game. You can also personalize your appearance with a variety of cosmetics, such as exosuit skins, weapon skins, decals, and emotes. The game also features a special 5-player mission that changes weekly. Compete with squads from around the world for the fastest completion times, or by earning awards through achievements, like most damage block with a tank suit in battle. There are many ways to enjoy the game, even after completing the main story. We took your feedback into consideration as well. In the full version of Exoprimal, we plan to implement a mode where victory is determined by completing missions as quickly as possible, instead of direct combat with other players. We hope you look forward to that. Now, let's go over all the new info we just saw in the video. Who was that new face at the beginning? Meet Dr. Signs, the developer of the exosuits, and the head of Anchor Division, IBS's elite research group based on Bikitoa Island. The Stratovator, a space elevator that extends from the Anchor Division research facility into orbit, will also be a playable map. Incredible battles will unfold while exofighters and dinosaurs clash atop this massive space elevator. Players will even encounter dangerous mutations of dinosaurs, known as neosaurs, the most deadly among them being the Neo T-Rex. You'll need to work together with your team to stand a chance at taking them down. Oh no, is that a swarm of Neo T-Rexes? What are Leviathan's true intentions? Wait, what's the deal with this new exosuit? While it may look similar to Deadeye, this exosuit is a variant called Deadeye Alpha Burst Fighter. Unlike the default Deadeye, this variant comes equipped with a weapon that can burst fire or be used as a shotgun, allowing exofighters to change their style of play. Exosuit variants, including Deadeye Alpha, will be added in a title update following the full version's release. At the end of the video, we revealed Savage Gauntlet, a mode that lets you take on special 5-player missions that change weekly. In this mode, players can enjoy a change of pace from Dino Survival by competing against exofighters from all over the world for the fastest completion time. More info about exosuit variants and Savage Gauntlet will be
So
revealed
Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty
Be sure to tune in.
has claimed that Starfield will have the fewest bugs of any Bethesda game.
We're excited to announce that we'll be holding a second open beta test. This time we're including
Wow, so they was proud to come out and say that?
10-player co-op missions.
Wow.
Other adjustments
I mean,
based
that
on
game was, what, 25 years in the making?
Check out the official website.
They shouldn't have any bugs at all. That's crazy.
To try out this new content.
My man's... I gotta read this
Players will
again.
also receive a new reward for participating. Don't miss out.
Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty, B-O-O-T-Y, yep, that's how you spell his last name, has claimed that Starfield will have the fewest bugs of any Bethesda's games. Of any Bethesda game. So he's pretty much admitting that, yes, all our other games had a lot of bugs.
See you in the war game.
This one's just going to have a few. The fewest bugs. So I wonder how much is a few.
Next up is the last title we'll be showing off.
Uh-oh, Dragon's Dogma, y'all. Let's go. Part 2, let's go. The bug-free version is only on Game Pass. That would make sense. It would make sense.
My name is Hideaki Itsuno, and I'm the director of
Dragon's Dogma 2.
It's been over a year since we celebrated 10 years of Dragon's Dogma.
That's
and I'll
right.
finally give you some more information about the new game. First, let's take a look at the trailer we revealed the other day.
Yeah. We already saw this. We saw this already.
You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Of course. That begs the question. If he's a mere mammoth, then where might our true Arisen?
Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. Long live the Sovereign Uppermost!
mean, you still have the elements from the first one. You can still see it.
It is most unfortunate, but it doth not release thee from thy fate.
What did you think? The action RPG game Dragon's Dogma was released in 2012. Now, a decade later, I'm proud to share a look at the highly anticipated sequel, Dragon's Dogma 2. Today I want to talk about two characteristics that Dragon's Dogma 2 will inherit from its predecessor. First, Dragon's Dogma 2 will be a single-player game, but with pawns at your side, it will feel like co-op. And second, gameplay will feature action role-playing mechanics set in an open-world environment. In the Dragon's Dogma series, you embark on your adventures with pawns, otherworldly beings controlled by AI. Alongside the player-controlled Arisen, you can embark on your journey with a main pawn that can be customized to your liking, as well as up to 2 additional support pawns you can borrow from other players, to form a party of up to 4 characters. Pawns are controlled by the AI and are now capable of even more precise decisions than in the previous
Yeah,
titles, helping you in the
that's
midst of
good.
battle.
That is good.
They can also help guide you
We
to
don't want
new
these guys
locations.
just running around and just standing there or not doing anything.
It really
Like, dude,
feels
help
like
me out
being in
here.
a party with other players. Dragon's Dogma 2 is built with the RE engine, resulting in a
This was built in the RE
woven with
engine?
high graphical fidelity. You'll enjoy a world roughly 4 times the size of the original Dragon's Dogma, with more to experience than ever before. The characters and monsters that populate the world are given life thanks to the power of AI, and players will feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant fantasy world. You can look forward to a variety of vocations to choose from. Your vocation will shape your Arisen's role throughout the adventure. Will you take on enemies with swords? Magic? It's all up to you. We'll have much more to share in the future, but for now, I want to go over a few sections from the trailer that show what we've improved for Dragon's Dogma 2.
What? In the trailer?
This game is designed to enable players to take on situations in their own way. In addition to AI, advanced technology like immersive physics brings pawns, monsters, and NPCs to life. What would happen if you destroyed that bridge, or if you pulled that monster's leg? What other exciting possibilities can you think of?
What would happen?
Two characters pivotal
Tell
to
us.
the story that also appear in the game's key art. Ulrika, a bow wielder with a deep connection to the Arisen, and Nadinia, a high priestess of the Beast Ring, which appear in the series for the first time. What destiny awaits? How will they affect your fate? The intricate relationships and situations you will encounter in the game are sure to keep you on your toes. During your adventure, you will come across familiar monsters from the previous game, as well as new monsters such as Medusa. You can
Medusa.
look forward to new player vocations and many new experiences unique to Dragon's Dogma 2. Please stay tuned for more information. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Well,
What was that?
Hi.
I'm not sure.
Can I take my microphone off?
It's okay.
Oh!
Welcome to a very special Summer of Gaming edition of Podcast Beyond, IGN's weekly PlayStation show. We're going to break down everything huge, regardless of whether or not it's PlayStation exclusive that happened in that Capcom show. But
were they supposed to say that?
Other stuff. Thankfully, we're not expected to just talk about Capcom.
He said, "What the hell was that?"
Capcom. You can help me break down all that stuff.
I guess that's it, guys.
And Akeem Lawanson. Wow, that was kind of slim pickings right there.
I mean, well, Capcom, they're 40 years old now, and as someone that age, they're showing how out of touch they are with their audience, clearly, by giving us Capcom Town?
He says
Captown?
Comtown?
Capcom Town.
Maybe it was Capcom Town.
It's a browser game you can go to.
No, it's Captown.
And that was maybe the biggest reveal.
It's Captown, right? Yeah, it's Captown.
But that's not. That was
Cap-
a delay announcement.
What is it?
It wasn't
World premiere delay.
They announced the
Man, Capcom didn't really show anything groundbreaking.
To tweet out your reactions with the hashtag IGN Summer of Gaming. We're still checking those. Jada, what did we have to say? I think we had a comment about the.
Yeah, we got a couple of them. So based on the reveal of the delay, we got Craig Anderson. That release date apology in the trailer was pretty funny. We had Steve at Scuba Steve.
Wow, guys.
The hot streak Capcom is on, ignoring Exoprimal. It feels like they can delay this as much as they want.
That is it.
This year and next are already stacked.
What you guys think of the Capcom showcase?
This year, so I think maybe there's not a lot of pressure on Capcom to like.
Didn't get much of
especially since they're still taking a victory.
anything during this showcase. A lot of this, a lot that was shown, we already knew about.
They didn't have this. They announced this super
And
late.
there's some that we're not even interested in.
Kind of unnecessary information. Like it almost.
So
just
I'm not
muddied the waters in terms of
understanding.
things to look forward to. And we were joking like, oh, they're going to show us Dino Crisis. Please show Dino Crisis. Show us. I was thinking we'd get like an RE9 tease or something. Like, I was hoping for that. Devil May Cry
And then we did not get well, Pragmata. There's not. That's been postponed. No one's really. I don't think a lot of people, or should I say, a lot of gamers are going to play Exoprimal.
Yeah, when you
don't think that game is going to take off.
A showcase following.
But that's just my take on it.
Presume that it's because hey, we want to get in on the
There's
action.
no release date on Resident Evil 4 VR mode. I was hoping we get something around that.
It's not just a superfluous sort of like, hey, remember
Street Fighter 6.
And a lot
You
of
know,
these
some
trailers
characters,
were just rehashing stuff
playable
we saw at
characters
the
are coming.
PlayStation conference or saw at the Xbox conference. Like we've seen a lot of the footage here. Yeah. So like I was kind of like.
Man, that whole panel was like, what the heck?
To LA to get here, and it got lost.
Let me say, what the hell was that? It was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know either. That's how I have to be honest with you. You know, I had some of that vibe with the Xbox showcase.
But this just feels like kind of a wonky. Like they showed us the trailer we already seen, gave us a little more insight on the gameplay, but with the same gameplay we'd already seen mostly. Like it's just one of those
they have a job to do, so they have to report on it. Dragon's Dogma 2. Looking forward to that game.
To announce that this is an open world action RPG that has
But
physics and a pawn system, and it's like, yeah, man,
they didn't really show anything.
It's the
promising. I mean, I wouldn't say promising anything groundbreaking.
Which is
I was hoping another Resident Evil game, but didn't get that.
Master Harpies. I'm actually really excited. I hope they don't nerf the pawn dialogue, because that is one of the funniest things in that game. I think they did actually have to make them shut up a little bit.
All right, guys. You know what?
But yeah, I mean, it looks
I
like
am
this,
not gonna hold you guys.
I mean,
I really appreciate the love.
Exactly. I'm very excited for Dragon's
Yeah,
Dogma.
I can picture Marlon's face right now as well.
I was hoping
Pause.
to have some new things to like rewatch the trailer over and over
But
again and be like,
this-
oh my goodness, look at that. That is a really cool. That's one of the new vocations. That's one of the new jobs. That's one of the new spells.
It was a lot of
Yep, you got to keep your expectations low, man.
In everything
Keep
that
your
we saw
expectations
today
low.
coming out of Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, you know,
always
saw
be
this at
prepared
the
to be
PlayStation
disappointed.
showcase for the most part.
You
We
know?
were excited then. They didn't show us anything to like get us even more excited.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's.
Yeah, I mean they kind of.
Now, the way they are talking about the Capcom showcase should have been the same way they should have been talking about the Xbox
I'm really glad
showcase.
we also have other stuff to talk about. We're also going to talk about Ubisoft and all that.
Okay.
One big thing that we got during this sort of summer gaming stretch was the reveal of Path
But
of the
who am
Gods, which
I?
got shown off
Right?
first at the Xbox
This
showcase.
dude just low-key
Brandon
said
White, I saw people
Capcom
kinda
is the
scratching their
new
heads
40-year-old virgin. Ain't got no game.
I think Path of the Goddess looks really great. I think they want to do some more.
I love
They're
it.
not ready to.
Ain't got no game. 40-year-old virgin with no game.
Doing it. It's also
That dude, that's off the hook, man.
Elements into it where it's kind of like moving and things are popping up behind.
Thank you, man. I hope you are in every stream that we do. You keep the humor going, man. I really appreciate that. He said 40-year-old virgin.
It looks interesting. It's definitely got
no game.
And I'm gonna check it out as we get more details. But it's still a long way from
Capcom, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we've gotten a lot of games that kind of, have this aesthetic recently. What was the
Monster Hunter
Oh,
Rise
man.
kind of aesthetic as well.
And supposedly this game was built in the RE engine.
I feel like Wolong, Fallen Dynasty, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool yokai and monsters and stuff. This is one of those sort of shotgun blasts of sort of snippets of gameplay, which is it looks like gameplay for the most part. Maybe a little cutscene in there, but it's also so kind of scattered that you're like, what?
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show right there. I appreciate the love, guys. I don't want to hold you up from the rest of your evening. I really appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with your boy. And it sucks that we have to leave here,
This is the one I would have liked to have.
But again, we're still excited for some games that are coming out for PlayStation and Xbox.
I mean, you can't win them all.
So let's not leave here, with our faces down, head up, chest out.
I know, man.
And hey, we still have Final Fantasy 16 to play tonight, right? Play the demo. I'm definitely gonna jump on the demo, see what that's about, and also finish up Lies of P. So thank you guys. Go enjoy the rest of your evening. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Again, thank you for joining me for today's stream. And we'll be back tomorrow because I have some videos, some reactions tomorrow. Okay, and we're gonna try to keep this going through the rest of the week, hopefully. Hopefully, because I think I will be on. I don't know if I'm going to be on vacation next week or the week after. I think it's the week after. So we'll see. I have to check my dates. But take care of yourself, guys, and I will see you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Like, I'm very happy. It's and
hopefully tomorrow.
A lot of game preservationists are gonna be very happy that
Peace.
we're gonna get this one. We're getting the Ace
Capcom, what is
coming out.
going
That really cool to be able to replay those on modern consoles that you're locked on the handhelds. So like.